Welcome to the Prez Speak. Respect to everybody that came in here. I know I'm late. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I know I'm late. Respect to Armando, respect to you new, respect to Shawanda Williams. Respect. I'm sorry that I am late, but I am here. As you can see by the title, should you been able to change anything on your birth certificate? Okay. And now this subject came up. Let me this subject when it came up. I was here. If a transgender who was born a man or born a woman, they want to go where they can go get their gender changed or the birth certificate. If the man changed it to a woman and the woman changed to a man, so they fit they the profile. Because the man on the birth certificate gonna say that he's born a male. But if he become a she, the birth certificate still gonna say he was born a male. Do that make any sense? That don't make no sense to me. So I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this from this perspective, right? If any state allows that to happen, okay, okay, I get it. Let it allow it to happen. Let it happen. But at the same time, at the same time, y'all do not want a man who went and got his DNA tested for a baby and who found out he's not the father. He got to go through HELL Hardison to get his name off the birth certificate. Then he still left paying child support. Well, what kind of country we live in? We're gonna let some people go change their gender because they change genders. They transform into another gender, go in there to change whether they're male or female on their birth certificate. But we want a lot of man who's not was shown not to be the child father take his name out of the birth certificate. Now tell me what's wrong with that picture. What's wrong with that picture for you people? Is that right? Is that right or anything? I don't think that's right at all. I don't think that's right at all. But I tell you, one thing I do know, I don't care who you are, where you going, and I wouldn't care about what you want to be. I look at this fair is fair. Fair is fair. No matter what. Fair is fair. Fair is fair. No matter what. Fair is fair. You tell me that a human that changed their gender might be able to go change what they are on their birth certificate. And this right here, it says, can you legally change your gender in California? The State Department of Vital Record can issue a new birth certificate to change the gender marker only, not a name, without a court order. What kind of shit is that? What kind of mess is that? But can you go change your gender? Can you go take the man's name out of the birth certificate who is not the father? Think about it. They did in Missouri. Board of the Bureau of Vital Record amend the gender marker on your birth certificate if you have submitted court order directing it to do so. But why? But we do not. We do not. See, we give these people what they want, but yet some of these men out here who's not the father of the child's name still on the birth certificate and it's proven that this man is not the father. If you don't have a problem with that, I don't see what's wrong with you. I wonder what's wrong with you if you don't have a problem with it. What is your problem? Why do a man have to go through a hurricane, a tornado, a sandstorm, a heat wave, a blizzard to get a name off a birth certificate? But all a person had to do, all they had to do, a transgender got to do, go down there and get a court order in some of these states for them to get their genetic marker changed on a birth certificate. Explain that. The reason why is. Why do they have to go? Why do some men have to go through that difficult decision to get their name off the birth certificate? That's Missouri. Let's look at Florida. All you need to change your gender marker on your identification document is a letter from your doctor stating that you have had an appropriate clinical. The Florida Administrative Code allowed for amendments to the sex on a birth certificate with original, certified, or notarized supported documentary evidence. Yeah, documents. They allow it. See, here's the problem. Many transgender people choose to update the gender marker on their identity document so that it matches their gender identity. I understand that. I understand that so hardly. But a man, let me see. I was sure. They need documentation, right? All they need is see, they give men a hard time. Now here's the problem we have right here. Here's the problem with this right here. I'm tell you why I have a problem with this right here. I'll tell you why I have a problem with this with that they have correct documentation to removing they change their gender to fit their gender identity on document. I'm telling you why I got a problem with it. Check this out. For order for a man, he said, yes, a man can remove his name from a baby's birth certificate if he is not the father and the mother agrees. Let me read that. He can remove his name that if the mother agrees to it, okay? The mother and the man can both sign a denial or percentage form to legally remove his name from the birth certificate. This will also dismiss any legal obligation associated with paternity, such as paying child support, petitioning for custody or visitation, and financially supporting the child. The mother got to agree. and then and all a transgender need is to go get it done. That whole lot easier than a woman, than some bitter baby mama, especially if he's a good provider. Especially if he is a good provider, to take that man's name out of the birth certificate, especially if he's not the father. Especially if she's still in love with him. And then, especially if he don't want nothing else to do with her, and they had broken up. Because they use that baby to keep him closer. So, which one is more easier? Which one more easier? To get your gender change on your birth certificate, or get a father's name that who's not the father of a birth certificate? Which one is a whole lot easier? Which one you have more or less stress? And then on top of that, with the man's paying child support, that goes that child support out the window. That goes that financial stability out the window for that child. There goes no obligation to help support that child goes out the window. But some women, most women, they don't want that. Because they got used to that man taking care of that child. And they didn't want to lose that money. So that man would go through everything possible. That lady can take that man through everything possible. So he won't take that man off. So he won't be able to take his name off that birth certificate. But the transgender got a whole lot easier. All they need is paperwork for the courts to go get their gender change on the birth certificate. And we down with like that, something wrong. Very wrong. If you down with it, hey, it's something wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong for them to go change their gender on the birth certificate. No, I'm not saying that's wrong, but it's wrong that they don't have to go through a lot of hoop that a man got to go through to get things changed on the birth certificate. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. If y'all don't understand that, if people don't understand that, if I make a smart man, good. I don't care to make you mad. It makes me mad because the man is always getting the short end of the stick when it comes to things like this. He got to fight. He got to spend all that money, paperwork to go get his name off something. If nobody sees nothing wrong with that, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. If you don't see nothing wrong with that, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. Because it is what it is. All they had to do go to court order, a doctor, write them like a doctor knows whatever. and they take it out to the Bureau of Vital Records. They can change their gender on a birth certificate. But the man got to go through the court system, get a DNA test to prove the child's not here. Then the mother got to agree with it. Is that fair? I don't care. I'm making that community mad. I don't care. That's not fair to the man. He should have to ask the mother, could he get his name out of the birth certificate? He should have to, the mother should have to agree for him to, especially if he's not the father, to get his name out of the birth certificate. Once it is proven he is not the father, his name should be able to come off that. They should be taking the name out of the birth certificate. He should be straightforward. The court should stop the child support that coming out his check. Spent Tony Williams. See, that's where I got a problem. When the court is not helping the man get his name out of the birth certificate, he got to go. Hey, he got to go fight a battle. He got to go fight a war to get his name out of the birth certificate. But a transgender, all they need is a doctor note. Some for the court, whatever. A doctor note said, "Hey, this person could change his name. He or she could change his name. He or she could change their name or the birth, change their gender on the birth certificate." But this man got to go through a battle. Got to go through a battle. Got to go through a battle. I'm going to drop the link in a minute, Tony, if you want to come up. But I'm trying to tell you what is what. Why it is so hard. Why do a man who is not the father got to fight to get his name out of birth certificate? Why do a man got to go through that woman that says he's the father, which found out he's not the father? Why do he got to go through her to get his name out of birth certificate? Why? I don't understand that. I think if you got a chance, you might want to share this out. Share it out. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the people channel on here. I wonder why. Why is that? Why do men get the short end of the stick just like every time go to court? So I remember back in the day. I'm gonna take a quick commercial right quick. Take a quick commercial. It might not be so quick, but I'm gonna drop the link after this.
Welcome to WPC Art Factory, where creativity knows no bounds and art comes to life. The t-shirts, hoodies, shorts, leggings, and cups here are truly unique. Here at WPC Art Factory, we pour our hearts and souls into every creation. It's not just about making art, it's about making a statement. We strive to push the boundaries of creativity and challenge conventional norms. That's what sets us apart. WPC Art Factory has something for everyone. Experience the magic of art like never before. Visit us today and let your imagination soar, where the designs are created by us and made by Together We Break Chains Production.
Hey, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, that's the harsh reality of things, right? That's the harsh reality of things. Jennifer, Dad, respect. That's hard. Yeah, if he signs a birth certificate, yes, he is together. I agree with that. But at the same time, when why do when you get a DNA test, it come to find out he's not the father, the mother got to agree with it. She got to sign an affidavit that stated that he wasn't the soul, he is not the father. Why? Yeah, but his whole the man got to go through hell and high water to get a name out of the birth certificate, especially if he doing what he's supposed to do. Then come and find out he's not the father. There's some women that the spiteful would not let that man get his name out of the birth certificate. But yet, it's so easy for these transgender to go get a doctor. And somebody say all they need is a doctor note or some kind of court order, whatever. Go down to the Bureau of Vital Records in a state to get that gender changed on the birth certificate. They got a whole lot easier than a man does. Would y'all agree with that? Would y'all agree with that? Would y'all agree with that? Yes or no? Is it a whole lot easier for them to go get that gender change on the birth certificate than a man to get his name off one? The easy to say it is, the easy to say it's not. It said if a man signed a birth certificate and is not biological the father, he may be able to terminate the paternity acknowledgement. He should contact a family attorney to discuss his option. Why you got to contact a family attorney? The court may terminate the acknowledgement and amend the birth certificate if the man can prove the mother committed. How is that? You see what the man got to go through? You see what the man got to go through for him to get his name out of the birth certificate? What you see what a man got to go through, right? Is it right? He got to go get a lawyer to get his name off a birth certificate. Should he had to go through that? Should a man have to go through that? You gotta say, I don't think that a woman should be able to put anything on the birth certificate until it is proven he is the father. Period. I agree with you. That's why I'm an advocate. Excuse me. That's why I'm an advocate for. That's why I'm an advocate for mandatory DNA testing when a baby is born. That's why I was so stressed. That's why I stress so much. But a man should be able to get a name by the birth certificate. He should know is he really the father or not, which that should be mandatory. That should be mandatory. That's you, Tony. Hold on, Tony. Hold on, Tony. That should be mandatory. Tony. I just read y'all that in some states all they gotta do, all transgender gotta do, get a doctor. Might well say a doctor note. File some kind of paperwork in court. So take it out of the Bureau of Vital Records, get the gender change. Just that easy. They ain't gotta go. Who else they gotta go through? Nobody else. But a man, if he proves he's not the father, but that mother got to agree with it. That's not right. That's not right at all. Is it right to you, Tony?
Well, see, we'll never get to the real of this demonstration because they're gonna always say to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But you making some valid points on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Especially with that transgender thing. You know, it is real easier for them to change their name. You know, for me,
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
and for me, as being raised in the household of women, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it was always taught to me to be aware of situations just like that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Man, and to never be ashamed to ask for a motherfucking DNA. Hey, it's the
Yeah.
mama's baby, but it's the daddy's maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like this right here. Bottom line to it is them. I was gonna say them people. It getting a whole lot easier for them to do things that a man really cannot do. Can get.
True, true.
Who would fight for the real man? But everybody want to fight for, oh, he or she, oh, that community, oh, they fight for each other, whatever. Yeah, but it's just like I said about pro-lifers, right? People get mad when I say this. Yeah, they pro-life when it comes to a baby, but when it comes to, I know a man done did something wrong and he in prison, get ready to get put down. Isn't that him or her that's in that locked up about to get put to death? Are they human too? You can't be one without the other. You can't say I'm pro-life for one and not pro-life for the other. You can't say, oh, they can go change their gender by a doctor's excuse, but not saying this man can get his name taken out. He should have to go through the woman should have to agree to say that he's not the father of that child to get his name out of the birth certificate out of the thing they already done proved it. He should have to go through hoops to get stop the child support to come out of the check. You see what I mean? See, they want two different swords. They want to try to fight two different battles. But a man is fighting a battle all by himself. Like they want to keep saying a man when he abuses a woman. Yeah, they always talk about a man. See, like majority of the men are abusers. Yeah, but yet how many abused men that are not reported that are getting abused by the woman? They don't want to tell you that. Whole lot of stuff they don't want to tell you that don't make no sense. If you look at it, sit back and look at it, think about it. Wait a minute, this ain't right. See, that's why I be making people mad, Tony. That's why I
No,
be making.
no,
Hey, nah.
first
See,
of all, let me say hello to the chat room. Shout out to the chat. Y'all are in here on this first of the month. It's first of the month. Shout out to all my Scorpio family. I'm Scorpio, mine in 8 more days, so it's on. But no, it ain't so much so as making them mad. The truth is please don't make me think, because when I think, my head hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's that's all it is. That's really getting them, because man, when you actually breaking it down like you breaking it down, man, it's to me it's factual. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, I see it as it is. Just as it is. It's a two-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? So life be life, and shit just gonna hit the fan. That's
yeah,
all I'm gonna say on that.
yeah.
That's just.
Yeah. I remember together said as soon as he proved not to be the father, he should be off immediately. And
Mhm.
then I agree with you. And the
That's
result should
common
go straight
sense.
to and the result should go straight to the child support and take him off. I
Right.
agree with
That's
you.
common sense. That's common sense. But remember who we working with and what we working with. The
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers don't deal with common sense no more. Common sense ain't common no more.
Hey, Tony. Let's try to calm down on the little cussing a little bit. I tried not to, but this is the bar my voice. I want to keep this a green. Try to, but
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you this right here. And Jenny says, "I feel you, fam, but we suffer a little more than y'all. I could resist, but no trans shouldn't change but DNA-free guys should be able to drop their names off. That's all I'm saying. I'm not against them changing their gender on the birth certificate. I'm not against that. It just, I'm saying is a whole lot easier for them to do that than for a man to go through, get a name off a birth certificate.
Especially if you ain't got no money.
You heard what I said? He got to go get a family attorney.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's, man, if you ain't got no money, name changing and getting all this stuff up off of your birth certificate ain't as simple as it sounds. You know what I'm saying? Man, especially here in Illinois, because they're going to tax you for everything. So I'm going to keep my government name they gave me. I'm keeping it.
Yeah. And then I put it like this right here. No reason I said a man got a harder for a transgender to go change their gender on their birth certificate. The reason I said that, you got some spiteful women. Man, the man taking good care of the child, right?
Don't start no trouble, Truth. It's the first of the month.
Yeah, it's the first of the month. I'm starting trouble.
Yeah.
I'm starting trouble. When I don't start trouble, that's why I say I'm making somebody mad. I don't care making somebody mad. The truth is the truth. If the shoe
set free.
But if the truth hurts, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Hey.
I don't care I'm making that community mad. I don't care I'm making that group mad. Right is right, is wrong is wrong. A man should have to drop through go hoot like in the damn circus to get a name out of birth certificate. He shouldn't have to go through the mother and they both had to agree on it because she might be doing it by spiteful to keep his name on the birth certificate.
Hey, together, that's a good question there that you put in the chat room. You know, she said, so my question is, what happens if a man makes a baby and then decides he wants to be Jennifer? Does Jim continue to pay support?
That's a good dog. Hey, that's a good doggone question together. That's a doggone question. That's a good doggone question. Because think about it. If he go change his name on it, if she go change his name on the birth certificate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Change the gender on the birth certificate, and everything else, he got them take driver's license, all that stuff has changed changed. How can they take child support off his check?
That's a good question. Because that name don't go with that, you know. Yeah.
I don't think they'd be able to. I don't think because it's not the same name.
Right. That's not what I'm saying.
Name. See, yeah. And then get what the woman gonna have to do. Get what the woman gonna have to do.
What's that?
She gonna have to go down to the courthouse and say, hey, the father of my child had changed gender and changed his name to whatever, and he got a birth certificate saying this right here. She gonna have to have proof.
Oh, no doubt. But like you say, them little sneaky conniving ones, they always have a trick up their sleeve.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the real man, the one that see a woman to say, hey, I don't agree with him taking the name out of the birth certificate. You know the reason why? I'm taking 2 reasons why a woman like that would do something like that. Keep the man that's not the father on the birth certificate. To keep the child support coming. Want to be closer to him. Want him back.
Mm-hmm.
And the real father of that child ain't worth you know what. Tell me if I'm lying. Would I be lying if I said that?
You said it. You said it. So that's the truth.
Go think about it. A woman, think about this. The spiteful woman. Know this dude is not the father, but yet leads him to believe that he's the father. He signed the birth certificate, believing that the baby is his, but knowing that no good guy that she was with, that don't have no job, that's hanging out on the street with the father, and he's not doing that for she knows he ain't gonna do nothing for that child. What is a better situation for her? and the baby. The one hanging on the street that she knowing not gonna do nothing for the child or whatever, because we know she know he's the real father, or the one that she claims is the real baby daddy. They're gonna do something. They're gonna be a step up and be a man. Let that sink in. Let that sink in.
You are not the father.
You're right. You're right. It do need to be spoken on, because a lot of them will use it as a don't pay ticket. Yeah. Yeah, you are not the father. How many times have we heard that on these DNA test shows? How many times we haven't seen it? The woman is 100% sure that guy. We found out that guy is he getting the money. He got a decent job, got a decent living. Why not being the father? See, nobody want to talk about that, but yet he had to go through hoops to get his name out of the birth certificate, because there's no mandatory DNA test. She led him to think that he was the father, but yet in this other group, it's easy for them to go get a doctor. Like I said, a doctor note in some state, take down the Bill of Vital Records, and get their gender changed on their birth certificate. And guess what? As a society around here, as some folks may have something in their family, man or woman, I don't care who it is, that change their name, want to be called this different name, go along with the program. What does it well count to? Then we got all these so-called Christians, all these Bible thumpers. Yeah, I'm going there. All these Bible thumpers. I don't care what religion it is. Think it's okay. And get what majority of these folks at. Get what majority of these folks at. Y'all want to know you know what majority of these folks at?
Where they holler?
They are in the church. They in the church. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, they talk about God love everybody. Yeah, God love everybody. But guess what? If you were a real Christian, if you really, really study the Bible, you really do all of that. It says, hey, hold on. Did they say, if y'all really want to get down to it, he said God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Said, it didn't say it made even Sandra. He didn't say that, did he? He didn't make them, did he? Tell me how the two same persons of same gender gonna repopulate the earth when the earth needs to be repopulated. Yeah, I'm making them mad over. I know I'm making them mad. I don't care.
Hey, man. Hey. The reality is, a lot of them Christians forget they was sinners before they became them so-called saints. You know what I'm saying?
And guess what? And they fail to realize all of us have sinned. All of us put away, and all of us still sinning.
Chicago, my hometown. Chicago.
We all still sinning. You think you live in the righteous path?
It's in our nature to sin. We was born into it, so you know it's a part of the DNA. You know that's why the real ones know you got to study and apply this in order to change your ways, your walk. You know what I'm saying?
See, I told I'm taking this right here. A woman, I'm not talking about all women. Some women that says he's got a baby daddy, right? She can say, "Okay, you can go get your name out of the birth certificate, right?" But she can change her mind. She can change her mind in a heartbeat, can't she?
Oh yeah, you know it's a woman's prerogative.
Yeah,
to do that at any given moment.
But with a transgender go get name change and go get a gender change of birth certificate, who do they have to answer to? Who they got to go to? Who gonna stop them? Who gonna stop them?
I don't know nothing about that.
Look,
I'm just being 100. I don't know where they go. Do they gotta, I don't know. Is it an application process or, I don't know nothing about it.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't got nobody. They ain't got nobody tell. They ain't got to go through another person to do that. They got to go through another man, another woman to get that done. But a man got to go through that woman to agree with it.
That's true. That's true.
They got to ease a path. You know what? You know what they said? An easy path is a straight line, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Oh, they got to ease a path. Guess what? He got to go all the way around the corner. He got to make this curve. He got to climb this damn hill. Look here. Think about it. He got to do an oil change. He can't. Hey, he got to do a complete oil change. He can't just put oil in there. He got to drain. He got to get out in there. Take that boat loose. Drain on. You got to take the oil filter loose on the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, it's some work. I tell you got to apply. It's some stuff you got to do. You just don't do it by osmosis. It ain't gonna just. I'm gonna think it and bam, it's done. No, you got to apply.
Oh yeah, and I forgot a step two. He ain't just gonna get under the car. He got to get the jacket up and make sure it's sturdy before he get out of there.
Oh yeah, there's some things you got to do. You did.
Yeah, but yeah, think about it. Let's go to the other side of about the gender change on birth certificate. All they got to do get a doctor note, whatever. They just like said, oh, I need some air in my tie. All they got to do is just go put air in the tie. That easy, ain't it? That easy. So which one would you rather do? Had to put air in the tie or change the oil?
I'd rather put the air in the tie.
There you go.
I ain't got but 4 of them to worry about.
You gotta worry about jacking the car up, right?
Yeah.
Then you gotta make sure that the jack is right, steady. You gotta put a block behind the back wheel, behind the wheels. Make sure it don't roll over on you.
Yeah.
Then you gotta make sure you got the right tools to take that plug out of the oil, right? So the oil drain, you gotta make sure you got an oil pan. So you drain the oil in it. You gotta have the right tool to take the oil filter off, right? Guess what you got to do? You gotta make sure you got the right type of oil to put back. You gotta make sure you gotta put that bolt back on there, make sure it's tight on there. You gotta go get the right kind of oil filter put back on there, make sure it's tight on there. The right type of oil, you gotta have oil filter. So you can put the oil in there. That's a lot of work.
That's why you take it to a mechanic.
Yeah. But guess what? Guys that can't go to a mechanic with you trying to get that name out of birth certificate, they gotta go through a lot to get that name out of birth certificate. That's why I made that oil and that changing the oil and the air thing.
All right, check this out though.
Uh-huh.
Now, you with your girl, and I'm talking about now. We just started now. Now this way before the 9 months and all this here, right? You with your girl, and up to this point, y'all been using condoms, you know, and then all of a sudden a special day come up. She say, "Well, let's just go raw," you know, and then bam, she become knocked up in that moment, right? So, what would you do once you found out in that moment that she say that I missed my period and we expecting a baby? What would you do in that moment?
What would I would do if a woman told me that right there? Okay, you miss your period. Okay, let's do this. Let's make sure you are pregnant for one. Two, you know they can do some kind of this little dangerous little DNA test to make sure the child is mine.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. But not. Okay, but not. Look at it like this.
That's me. That's me now. That ain't everybody else.
Right. Nah, look at it like this. Look at it, your average 17, 16, 15-year-old boy today. They ain't thinking like that.
No, they're not. I'm tell you. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? See, a lot of them be excited because they think that's the gateway to being a man.
Yeah.
Having a, having a, so we have to, and I'm glad we having this topic, man, because these dialogues supposed to be, shared among our black brothers, especially our black brothers, because man, we've been misled for a mighty long time and been fed a lot of misinformation that's been passed down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm saying, yeah, go ahead. For sure. Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
Go ahead. I was over here off camera doing, big boy stuff.
I'll say it right here. And this doesn't no shade to the women, some women. This ain't no shade to that community. This ain't no shade. It's just real facts that I'm speaking.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't think it's real facts that I'm speaking, go look up for yourself. Compare them to.
Yeah.
Compare them to. And what I said, this ain't no shade at some of the females. I'm not talking about all the females, but this what I'm saying right here is that I'm not just talking about our community. I'm talking about all the males. They have been misled by the system. Guess who else been misled by the system? The females.
Thank you.
But some men are waking up to see what's going on. But some of these women still are asleep.
Well, I wouldn't totally agree with that. I would say that a lot of these women choose to pretend that they sleep.
Nah, I said it like I meant it, Tony.
I know that. I know what I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to stay in good graces.
I ain't worried about staying in good graces because, like I said, if the shoe fits, there you go.
Okay, I feel. How many
times you looked on YouTube, saw on YouTube, saw on TikTok, whatever social media platform, that a woman doing a man dirty?
All the time.
Okay, my point exactly.
But sometimes you gotta ask yourself, what did dude do to make us snap like that? Sometimes, because sometimes we do some real stupid, we do some stupid stuff. Sometimes.
Nah. I ain't gonna give them no. I ain't finna give them no out, Tony. I never give no out.
I'm trying, y'all.
I'm telling you why that. I'm telling you why that. I'm gonna tell you this right here. One, they chose that man. They were with. They chose that man.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, she want to fence on this other guy. The stand-up guy that they ain't gonna do it like the other man doing, right? Right? So you can't blame. Hey, look, you cannot blame the other man. You gotta blame her. She gotta take accountability for her actions. I know some men not gonna take accountability for their actions. Hey, but real men do. Real women do. But some women do not take accountability for their action. But just like
that's because they still have a hidden agenda.
There you go. Some women, like I said, I'm not talking about all women. I said some women. I ain't even gonna call them women. I'm calling them Jezebels.
Ooh, boy, you went all the way biblical on them. Jezebel. That's fire and brimstone talk.
Because think about it. And that alphabet community, I don't care y'all mad at me. I don't give a. You know why?
Why?
Because y'all had it easy. The black man had been fighting all his life.
Still fighting.
Guess what? Y'all got all these rights and stuff. Y'all go straight down there to get y'all gender change.
Mondo, what up, Mondo?
What's going on? What's going on, brothers? What's going on? Yeah. Can y'all hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can hear
sir.
you. Hey,
Peace and blessings
hey,
to you.
hey, hey. I told you I'm finna make somebody mad today. Didn't I say that?
You always
Did I
do.
say that?
You always do.
I don't care. Go ahead. What you got to say about it?
Um, I'm gonna let you finish making your point, and then I'm gonna come on in with mine.
Yeah, but like I said, see, them changes their name and gender on gender on the birth certificate a whole lot easier than a man. Because the woman got to agree with him, although the DNA test shows he's not the father. Which that's one thing I don't understand right there. Why do she have to agree? He shouldn't. She should have to agree for him to get his name on birth certificate. If the DNA proves that he's not the father, that should automatic comes off. Child support
In the
should
world,
automatically stop.
I mean,
Yeah.
Go
in the
ahead,
world
Tony.
of the truth, in the world of the truth, yes, that's logical. It's workable, it's doable, but not 2024/25. No, man. Mm-mm.
Hmm. I know that.
Here,
Go ahead.
here's my thing is when it comes to the name being on the birth certificate. Okay, so shout out to the Chicago Bears, even though I'm a Falcons fan. um, the name being on the birth certificate. Okay, once that father's proven not to be the father, the main issue is this man should not be having his checks garnished anymore. This man should not have to be liable to pay for a child that's not his. Okay, so that's our main argument here. Now, the name being on the birth certificate, that name is given to the child. Okay, so I wouldn't be, this is just me personally, I wouldn't be so pressed about getting my name off the birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? As long as the other business is squared away, okay, that it's solidified that I'm not the biological father and no money is being taken out of my checks, I'm good. When you take something from a child, it's precious as a name. Who you hurting? You're not hurting the mother.
Hurting the
You're hurting the
child.
child. You're hurting the
Yeah,
child. That child goes to school, and the teachers get calling them a certain name, and then they meet friends. They bond with these friends on the playground, and then they get used to being called Chris, 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 Chris Johnson, Chris Johnson, Chris Johnson, Chris Johnson. I've seen her quite a few times when I was in school, and we all started off at first grade elementary school, get to junior high, and their last name changing. Now that can happen when when the mother or the father decides, okay, all right, I want my child to have my last name. But there may be a name. Let me tell you something. The name don't make the parent. The parent makes, it's the man or the woman that makes the parent. Name don't really mean a damn thing. Okay?
absolutely.
Name don't really mean a damn thing. But to take that name away from that child, you're only hurting the child. Because that child has been accustomed
Yeah,
to being
yeah,
called by that name. All
yeah.
right.
You
So
just took their
it's
whole identity.
huh?
I said you just stripped them of their whole identity.
Yeah, you don't strip them of their identity. Okay, you strip them of their identity, and you're not hurting the mother. I understand what you're saying, D. Troop. You want the mothers to be punished for deceiving deceiving these men, having them thinking that a child is theirs is not really theirs. You want them to be punished for deceiving the government, taking money from the government where it could be going elsewhere. All right, but when you strip a child from their name, you're hurting that child. So we have to be careful with coming up with uh these so-called, new laws of, and have they're intended to punish the woman, but in all actuality, they're actually punishing the child. You're hurting the child.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be careful. We don't want to be too overzealous. Main thing is when the father is when the man is proven not to be the father, he shouldn't have to pay child support no more. Now, I will say this. I will add this to the topic, brothers. If it is proven that the woman knew that that man wasn't the biological father and she was just running some kind of con game just to get some money, then she should be required to pay restitution to that man.
Yes, because he needs to be reimbursed.
Exactly. He should be reimbursed by law.
By law, he should be,
Mhm.
for every exact dollar, he should be reimbursed.
Every dime, and
Mhm.
and add in pain and suffering, because a lot of these women do use child support to mentally
Yep.
torment the father. They use the system to mentally torment the father. I mean, there have been
Yeah.
situations where a couple of brothers have
Yeah.
crashed out. They have crashed out because the baby mother, was using the system to torment him. You get one day in Cobb County, one day. You could be look, man. I've seen situations where a dude was one day behind, and the woman went down there and took out an abandonment charge on him. The dude paid on the second day because something was going on with the check in the account or whatever, the direct deposit, something. It happens with direct deposit. Sometimes it hit on time, sometimes it can be late. But that woman was being petty. She was being petty, and she went down there and filed an abandonment charge on him the day after that it was due. One day, the man was one day late. So even though he paid on that second day, the warrant was already put into play,
Okay.
and they locked the man up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's a whoo. That's tough right there.
Yeah. So I
That's
mean,
tough.
I'm not gonna So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like women don't use the system to try to torment and go after men with the child. It's real. It happens a
Yeah.
lot, and I think that right there, if it's found out that this man is not the father through a thorough DNA, and that's why I tell men, I tell men, look, you might want to get multiple DNA tests.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Absolutely.
multiple DNA tests.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say this. It's like this right here. Even when I know in some places, even when a man name is taken out of birth certificate, they still got him
Mm-hmm.
paying child support.
Mm-hmm.
And I look like this right here. If the woman found out and committed fraud with child support and said this, see, some women go with the better option.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Ain't
all
that,
it is. It's a better option.
ain't that
Mm-hmm.
federal though?
Yeah.
That's federal though, right? Ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And
But
women, ooh.
and you know what the crash shade is, Armando,
Mm.
Tony. You know the crash shade is
What's that?
that he got to go get a family lawyer to fight the case for him.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Look how much money coming out his pocket, bro.
Well, that's just like any situation. You do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do what you got to do to get out of that situation. And this goes back to what I said, on all of these relationship topics. You got to vet. You got to start vetting these women.
Mm-hmm.
You got to start vetting these women. Don't be too quick to lay down with these women. Don't be too quick to get in between these women legs, because you don't know what you're laying down with.
Mm-mm.
You do not know what you're laying down with.
Because yeah, especially put it this way, I'm gonna give a little advice right quick to some of you young men. I don't care black, I don't care what kind of men. I'm gonna give y'all some kind of. I'm gonna give y'all a little advice. If a female, you've been trying to smash, haven't gave you no time a day, and you doing good, and she see you doing good, and all of a sudden she want to be with you,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden she talk about she pregnant.
And ain't gave you none.
Check this out. Guess what? She was already pregnant when she got with you.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
The okie before the dope.
That's that okie doke move. Okay, so
Yeah,
you were right.
before the dope.
You are absolutely right. A female, okay, so she put you in the friend zone in the beginning. She ain't,
Again,
she ain't showing no signs that she's physically attracted to you. She's not, not no signs of anything of going there with you. All right, won't even let you touch on her. And then you come up, you get a good damn paying job. Then you pushing a nice whip, you dressing better, you dressing fly and everything. And then all of a sudden, the next time, y'all hook up or whatever, she's overly aggressive. She overly aggressive. She invites you over, and she's got on some easy access attire. You know what I'm saying? And she trying to jump your bones. She trying to jump your bones and get you, to get in them cheeks. Oh, bro, she already pregnant.
Yeah,
she already pregnant, bro. You about to get okie doke.
Yeah, and think about that. You've got one thing though, Mondo. Think about it. And she cook you to tell you come over to her house. Is she gonna cook for you? Oh, you better not eat that food.
Oh, I don't eat no woman's cooking. That's another reason why when we were talking about dating and stuff like that, first dates or whatever, I would much rather take you out. I would much rather take you out. I would take my chances with a 5-star chef because I know they don't have no personal agenda. They're not trying to put no juju mess on me. You know what I'm saying? Right. They ain't trying to line me up. You know what I'm saying? By putting, you know what I'm saying, crap in my food. Yeah, and plus, and if we gonna do a dinner date, then I look, I feel like me, and I ain't bragging and I ain't trying to be cocky and nothing like that. I feel like I can cook better than the average female anyway. So I'll get in the kitchen with you and we can cook together.
Yep. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, you can do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
And like that, like I said, don't mean I made that cup. Cause I talked about this with Armando behind the scene, right? And I made a comparison about the men name on the birth certificate, getting the men name all the birth certificate, and they get their gender name put on there and gender change on the birth certificate. I compared it to changing the oil and put air in the tire. They got it more easier do what they doing that a man do what they got to do. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole lot easier. It's a whole lot harder. But I don't understand why people don't want to get. Why are people getting mad because somebody want to say something about it? Why they want to get mad that men is now asking for a mandatory DNA test when that woman having the baby? Why they getting mad because some men are starting to wake up to see the truth? See, I'm going to say this. Some women, y'all don't have nobody to blame but y'all self. Some men don't have nobody to be in that position. Some men are so gullible, they got nobody to blame but themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, everybody want to be independent. Notice I said everybody want to be independent, right?
Yeah, independent.
I'm telling you why I said that. There's some women say they can do what a man can do. They can survive without men. They don't need no man, right? I seen this show. I told them Monday what show what I was saying. They put 12 men on one island by themselves. Put 12 women on the island by themselves. Guess who survived? Guess who made things work?
Well, you know what? Let me say something. I don't knock no woman for trying to get it for themselves. I don't knock them because you look, you got a lot of effed up men out here.
True.
That have done some effed up crap to these females. Females invest their time. They get with these dudes, invest their time with these dudes, and the dudes, they don't act right, or they leave them hanging or abandon them or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You do got some effed up type of sorry, dusty ass type brothers out here that have done some effed up crap to these females. So a lot of females, Yeah, a lot of females have a mindset, well, okay, well, I can't depend on a man. I need to get out here and get it for themselves. So I don't knock that. I don't knock
But
that at all. I'd rather have me a strong woman that know how to get it for themselves than to have a woman that's just gonna be clingy and dependent on you. Those are the
but
ones that are drain your pockets, bro. Those are the ones
but
that drain your pockets.
but think about it, Mondo.
And those will be the ones that will more than likely cheat on you the quickest. The ones that are
But
so dependent on you, and they're with you because for convenience.
yeah,
A lot
Yeah.
of times they're with you for convenience. Where a woman that can get it for themselves, if they with you, you know they are with you because they love you. They want to be with you. They
I'm
don't
gonna
have
tell you.
an agenda.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm tell you something. I would agree with you on that, Mondo. But the problem with that is, who chose that man that no good? Who chose that no good man? She did. You see what I'm saying? And
Well,
plus, I'm gonna tell you another way you tell if a woman with you, right? That she is that she really 100% down with you. Tell her, hey, ask her, can she cover something for you? Cover a bill or something for you. See what she say. But you've been covering the bill for her and take care of her, but see she would be willing to cover the bill for you. A real woman
well,
would do that.
a real woman would do that. A real
Yeah.
woman would do that. If a woman is able, if she has the means and the able to do it, she'll do it. So therefore, I mean, to your point, why choose a broke ass female?
There
Because
you
nine
go.
times out of 10, she ain't got the resources. If you get into you get jammed up in a spot, that broke female that's dropping fries, she ain't gonna be able to help you because she
Not a
got her
bit.
own problem. She living paycheck to paycheck. So it's in your best interest. It's in your best interest to raise your level of the type of women that you approach. And you know what I'm
Come on.
saying, and get with a female. Nine times out of 10, nine times out of 10, that female that can get it for herself, of that female that know how to grind and get it for herself, that's the one that if you do get into a jam, that's the one you'll be able to go to.
I'm not going. I'm gonna disagree with you that. I'm tell you why.
I
I'm
mean,
tell you why.
where you can, bro.
I'm tell you
What
why
can a
I
broke
say that.
female do for you?
There's a whole
What
lot
can
of
a broke
men that
female
been
do
in a
for you?
jam, and a woman could help him out on the jam. He said, "Oh, you're a man. You can do it yourself. Why I gotta help you out? Why I
She
gotta
ain't
do
what
you what I'm
if a
saying?
female tell you that D truth, she don't give a damn about you.
There you go. That's what
She
I
don't give a
said.
damn about. That's what I'm saying. That goes to the vetting process. That's your
Yeah,
fault.
yeah.
You didn't vet
But
that female properly when you got with her.
but
She
they
didn't give a
like I
damn about you.
but
So
what like
that's
I
on you. You slipped.
but but what I'm
You
saying
slipped.
is
You
but what
didn't
I
vet her.
but what I'm saying to my know is people could act. People acting out here. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. People be like it's a scene. They acting to get what they want.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what
And
you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But a lot of people, for a lot of people, they get warning signs, they get red flags, and they choose to ignore them
mhm.
Absolutely.
for
Yeah,
for
they do.
many reasons. Hold up. For many reasons, maybe they're alone. They don't want to be alone, or they're just in denial. But people, if they're not
Mm,
for you, they're gonna slip up and they're gonna show you who they really are. Am I right, Tony? See,
That's
Tony the
all
OG
it
up here. They gonna
That's all.
eventually show you who they really are. It's up to you to use your common sense and your
There
common
you go.
yeah,
knowledge, not to
yeah.
ignore the red flags. That's all a
Listen,
part of the vetting process. And another thing too, you got to be able to ask the right questions.
there
Another
you
thing,
go.
it's what type of women you surround yourself with. All right. So if you surround yourself, and if you put yourself in an environment where there ain't number 304s in 304s around you, you're gonna get a 304. But if you put yourself in a certain environment where it's gonna be upstanding women, hardworking women, working class women, educated women, 9 times out of 10, you won't have them problems.
But at my note, I gotta tell you this: they're so educated, one of the high standards, all that. Them some of them 304s too. Now, don't get it twisted.
Yeah, but they,
You know what I'm
you know what though? You know what though? But 9 times most of them women, bro, they ain't got time to be out there like that, bro. You know why? Because they got careers, they got jobs, they got responsibilities, bro. They got lifestyles that they're trying to maintain. Those type of women right there, ain't nothing wrong with being a freak in the sheets.
I'm telling you.
I got one. She a freak in the sheets.
I'm a Scorpio.
I'm very educated, highly educated, bro. Ain't nothing wrong. You want your woman to be able to handle business in that department.
But what I'm saying is, but I'm not trying to give them women. I'm not talking about them women that doing what they supposed to do. I'm not talking about the men that doing what they supposed to. I'm talking about the men and women not doing what they supposed to do, that we see all the time. They running these streets that say they doing what they doing. I don't care what kind of profession they in. We know them some of them, those in the professional business got business by themselves, even with men, are no good. So are some of these women.
I hear what you're saying, but the probability of them fast little thought easy females, them gonna be the ones that jack you up 9 times out of 10.
But
them gonna be the ones.
But like I said,
them gonna be the ones that jack you up and drain your pockets.
But what I'm saying right here, for some of them women that do what they do to some of these men, we can't put it all on the man because the woman put themselves in that position.
I'm not putting it all on the man, but I'm not. Hold up. I'm not putting it all up on the man, but I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it's a one-way street, because you got men out here doing effed up crap to the women. So it goes both ways, brother. It goes both ways. What people need to learn to do, D-Truth, is to vet the damn person that you meet. Take time and properly vet the person that you meet. Quit looking at the big butt and the smile and the pretty legs, and get into this right here. Start choosing with this. Quit choosing with this right here. That's where a lot of brothers mess up at. And choose with this. Quit choosing with these, and quit choosing with this right here in between your damn legs, and you won't have them problems.
I'm saying this to the women. I'm saying this to the women too. I'm saying this to the women. You gotta start thinking your doggone self. Stop looking at, because he got this, he got this street, he making this, he living this, and driving this, he wearing these kind of type of clothes. Stop looking at that. Stop looking at it. You see what I'm saying? They looking.
Little Brooklyn hood.
Respect, Brooklyn. They looking, and that how some men and women get caught up in this. But the bottom line is, men and women got to be honest with yourself. Got to be honest with yourself. Because you got a child, and that man is not the father, and the child grows up, want to know what his father is, and something happens to that child, and it comes out later that this man is not the father, I think you should be on the hook for all that money you took for the government for him.
What's up, Brooke?
We all agree with that. I think eventually in the future, you will see some legislation where, because right now they're working on abortion. It's a process. They're working on abortion. They're trying. Is it a broken system? Yes. Should it be banned? Hell no. Okay. So what they're doing is they're straightening out the abortion issue. Then they're going to get to the DNA. They're going to get to the DNA situation, because it's all types of men of all nationality that have been victimized by what we're discussing here tonight. So you best to believe they are going to come up with some legislation punishing these females for, whoa,
what's up?
Long time no see. You knew
in the building.
She about the first one that hit the chat.
I ain't know. Salute, sis. Salute my Woolpat sis. But yeah, man, they are gonna come up with some legislation, definitely, that will that's gonna straighten out the issue and hold these women accountable for, deceiving the men, because not only are you deceiving the men, you're using the government to deceive the men. So they're gonna come up with a solution for that. Trust me.
They gonna have to. Government don't like you taking their money and playing with their intelligence like that. They gonna Mr. Fiker gonna find his way.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right here. with that abortion, the doctors is in a no-win situation. You know what I'm saying? Especially if a woman is,
That's 22 for them now.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they could risk going to prison, lose their license,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and guess what? Either the baby or the mama life is at risk.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, one female
And
just died from that
in Texas,
recently. Yeah, recently.
in Texas, the baby had breached the clavicle, and the doctor couldn't do nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they
Mm-hmm.
basically gonna tie the doctor's hand, and the mother died. So guess what? Who do you
That's why I say
who do
they in
you
the
who do you who do you hold liable for that situation? The doctor, the hospital,
My
the
thing is
governor?
this. I don't even understand why government got anything to do with anything female, period. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know, they ain't got no business telling a woman nothing about her. Cause she don't know everything about her damn self. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You know, when Trump did this thing and planted them plants in the Supreme Court, man, you know, and got that shit overturned, that was a turning point in history that's gonna haunt motherfuckers for the excuse my French, that's gonna haunt America for the rest of their days. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like when that movement, just like the alphabet community movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like that movement, they got like they got more rights than women. But guess what? They got what people don't look at. One thing they don't look at is they got more rights than men. They
You
whole
right.
lot easier. They got a whole lot easier than the men do.
Shout
Who
out.
got a whole lot easier than the men?
The alphabet community,
The who?
the alphabet
Alphabet.
community, the
And and
LBGTQ. Go
in
ahead.
well, system wise, and they're making it a lot easier for them, but underneath the surface, those folks catch hell.
Oh yeah,
I
they
don't
catch
want
you.
to go into I don't want to go into but you know you've seen the news,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You've
Oh
seen the
yeah.
11 o'clock news, D-True, where they
Oh
being
yeah.
found left and right in dumpsters and all, bro. Them underneath the surface, bro. Them folks
Oh,
catch
yeah.
hell for
Oh yeah,
real.
they do. But I'm
You
gonna say
know,
this right
bro.
here. I'm gonna say this right
That's
here.
deep
If
in
Just
shot too.
like
So,
any other group, you know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
you know we
yeah,
all catch our
yeah.
share of,
yeah.
situations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this right. I'm gonna say this right here. If you are a trans woman, trans man, whatever, and you try to hook up with somebody, let them know. Please let them know. Because I do not want to try to be reading about you.
That man, look, bro, that article you sent me in DM that you DM
Hmm.
me about the other day, man, that was sad. But you
Yeah.
see, Tony, situations like that, what D True just said, it could be avoided. That goes back to playing games. Listen to me real good. And I look, this ain't just for the alphabet. This for
Right.
every
This for every,
Hmm.
heterosexual and the alphabet.
yes.
Don't play games with people nowadays because a lot of people they're jacked up here. They're jacked up here.
Hmm.
So if you playing games with people like that. You playing games with their heart. And when
Yeah.
you play games with somebody's heart, you have no idea how they're gonna retaliate. Some people would just let it go. They'll be like, okay, well, they'll cry about it. They'll be sad. They'll just let it go. But you got some people, man, that can't let it go.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They're already kind of broken. They you don't
Hmm.
know what they've been through in their life. You don't know
Yeah.
what they've been through. Mom and dad have probably left them. They probably got abandoned. They probably got raped as a
Yeah.
kid. You don't know what these people
So
have gone through in their life. So you might be the one that tipped the scale. You may be the one that just triggered them to snap. That's why
Hmm.
I tell all you single folks, don't be out here playing games with folks.
Hmm.
Don't do it. If you don't want a person, let them know. If you don't
Straight
want a
up.
person, let them know. You don't want that woman, let her know. You don't want that man, and especially you females. Especially you females. I get tired of turning on the 11 o'clock news and them showing women found in dumpsters all over Atlanta. Quit playing.
In the
Quit
wood,
playing
by the side of the road.
by the side of the road on Kimberly Road. They found one on Kimberly Road a couple of nights ago. Quit playing games with these men out here, especially these young dudes. They don't give a
They ain't
damn. They
playing.
come from a different cloth. They don't give a damn.
They don't care. I'll put it like this right here. I might have made somebody mad today, but it ain't nothing but the truth. We give you look. It's our opinion, but yet we give you advice how to survive and how to go through things. Because guess what? This world is changing. You got to change. You got to try to change with you. If you're not ready to change, guess what? You're gonna get left behind. You're gonna get left behind. And I look at the world like this. I look at the world different. Sometimes. I have seen some women, some men, transgender, don't care who you are. And I said this at the beginning of the show, Armando, that majority of the people that we are talking about, some of the people that we are talking about that supposed to be Christian, they call themselves Christian, one of the real hardcore Bible thumpers are in the church. They weren't going through all the stuff that we're talking about. But guess what? Let it from the outside looking in, they good. It's all good and gravy. But peel some of that onion layer back. What you gonna find? But they don't want to hear none of that. They don't want to hear none of that. I saw a video, right? You woman married this other guy. She was social pastor. I think he was some kind of leader in the church too. Come and find out he was sleeping with some people in the church, and wound up unaliving his wife. He unalived his wife because she found out. Then another guy that he was sleeping with, they want to come threaten him because he was testifying to get justice for the wife. Make that make sense? Make that make sense? Why are you gonna do something you scared somebody gonna find out? Why are you gonna be with somebody you know they like that? Why are you gonna pretend to be something that you're not? What you scared that person gonna tell you? No. Guess what? I want to ask this question: Is anybody on this panel in the chat scared of the word? Scared of somebody telling them no? I'm not.
The word no can be a good thing because guess what? I'd rather for you to be honest with me and tell me no. You're not interested. You don't want me. You're not feeling me that way. You'd rather just keep it friends. That way, you're not wasting my time and I'm not wasting your time. Because like I always say, like I be saying in my cam reactions, man, time is something that you can't get back. Time is more precious than money. You can always recoup. You can always recoup your money back, but you can't get back time. Like the time we're up here on the panel, the three of us up here on the panel, kicking some knowledge, some OG knowledge to a lot of you young knuckleheads out there that are ghost watching. All right. The ones that think they know everything.
Yeah.
We are investing our valuable time into this panel. And this is something we're not going to be able to get back. November the 1st, 2024, we'll never see it again in our lifetime. Once at the stroke of midnight, that is gone. You'll never get November the 1st, 2024 back ever again. It's gone.
You're right.
It's fact.
Very fact.
Time. And that's why I say it is not a good thing to be out here playing games. And I'm speaking to you young men. Number one, it's not right. And it's not a good idea to be out here playing games with these women. Okay, because you're wasting their time and you're also wasting your time. All right. So just be honest with them. If you just want to clap the cheeks, just say, hey, look, I want to clap your cheeks. You will be surprised how many females will respect that. It took me a minute to learn that. It took me to my mid-20s to actually learn that. You'll be surprised how many females will respect you for being honest. You just keep it real. Hey, I just want to clap some cheeks. That's it.
And
I don't want no, ain't no love, ain't no commitment involved, nothing like that. We just smash.
You want the same thing?
They be wanting the same damn thing, man. Just be honest. Be honest. You ain't got a lie to kick it.
No,
you ain't got a lie to kick it.
Never that. See, and that's why I say and you hit it on the head from the jump, Armando. The young fellas don't sit down and just actually, question these females, man. See what you getting into. You know what I'm saying? I was always told, man, to check out a female's mother. And man, that's 9 times out of 10, you might get that same reflection back through the daughter, because that's all that she's been seeing. You know what I'm saying? But you saw something different in her. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find out what was that in her that drew you to her. So you got to sit her down and ask her some questions. You dig what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, don't be afraid to be open and vulnerable, especially when if it's a female sister who you digging on. You dig? Even if it's just you just want to clap. Even if it's just you want to clap, man. Be your genuine self. Stop being something like you said earlier, Mondo, that you're not. Quit pretending to be something that you're not, man. Be yourself. There's only one you, and God made you to be you. And we need your uniqueness in order for me to feel the real you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, don't be ashamed to talk, man. These young brothers today, man, they going about it in the wrong way, man. And I take responsibility for my error because we dropped the ball. You dig what I'm saying? And I own it. You know what I'm saying? I own it because I let the youth down terribly because I was going through some madness myself. You dig what I'm saying? So until I got right, I couldn't, help nobody else get right, man. But I thank God for being who He is, man. And bringing me out of that madness that I had created for myself, man, and delivering me to where I'm at now. That's why I go to these youth centers and I share with these young brothers, man. Man, listen, man, you got to change your mentality on how you view yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You have to.
Yep.
Stop looking at what the media throwing at you, man. They supposed to bombard you with that to get you to break, but it's all on how you feel about you and what you gonna do about it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's throwing ownership right back on them. You can't deflect because I put it back on you. So what you gonna do, man? You gonna continue to keep going down this road you're going down, or you gonna give it a valid effort this time?
Exactly. And look, that's what I totally agree with my sis. You knew said in the chat. She said, all you're gonna get is a no. I mean, you better a no, better being told no than to lie and selling these females a bunch of pipe dreams, tell them, hey baby, I love you. Well, one day we're gonna get married. Then you playing mind games with these women, and then next thing you know, when you get tired of smashing them, or when they start getting on your nerves and you don't want to be bothered, and then you start trying to distance yourself, then guess what? You getting stalked. You getting stalked. You getting stalked. You getting stalked, and you might end up on the Don Cam reaction.
Yeah.
You may end up on one of my cam
for real, Jack. I'm telling you. So stop playing them games, man. Them mental games, man. Mine.
Don't mess around. Look, man. Look, hey, the world is different now. It used to be a time, man, when a woman you break a woman's heart, man, she'll just run home and to her friends, call her
Right.
friends, and sit in front of the TV, eat ice cream, watch Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Them days over with, man. These women be look,
Boy,
man. They
you'll
ain't
get
taking
three
no
to the
short.
dome real quick. They give you three to the
Exactly.
dome real quick and put you in the
Exactly,
trunk.
bro. Yeah, they ain't taking no shorts.
No,
They ain't taking no shorts. They
this
will
a new
take
breed.
you out because they have that how dare you mentality.
There you
How
go.
dare you waste their time when there's plenty of other men out here that they could have been dealing with.
Thank you.
But they chose you, and you wasn't real. You out here playing games, had them thinking that you were gonna wipe them up while all you just trying to do was clap cheeks.
Was clap. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you playing with her hard. Now she got to cut you.
Hey,
Now she got to cut you. She got to, because you done hurt her hard.
But think about think about it.
One thing about me, Tone that. Look, man.
Hey, go back to what you said.
When I come up,
she got a vet. She got a vet.
I'm gonna get on the women and the men too, bro. Cause these men be out here doing some effed up. They be out here doing some effed up crap too, bro. For real. They be out here doing that. They need to be held accountable too. They need to be held accountable too.
That's why I say a fair exchange ain't never a robbery. We're gonna get it to you both ways. Both ways. Because that's how it is, you know. Like I say, man, this
well, I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this right here. See, both men and women got to vet each other. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said women start looking at the money, the flashy cars, and all that thing, and stop listening to the sweet nothing that he whispers in your ear. And men, some men, not all of them, you gotta start. Hey, Bill Vogt said it best: you can't trust a big butt and a smile all the time.
But you know what though, man?
Because we all are in this together.
You know what though?
It's still gonna be a fight.
You know what though? In 2024, a lot of these women, bro, they getting their own money. So it ain't like it was 20 years ago. They ain't just looking at what you got in your pockets, bro. They looking at that print in front of your pants, bro.
That's exactly
what they looking at.
That's exactly
that print in front of your pants.
Man, Jack, if you ain't packing, man, you go ahead on. You know what I'm saying? And that's real deal, man. For real. That's real deal.
But
that's fact.
But I'm saying, you still gotta vet them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still gotta vet them.
Yeah.
I don't care. She got all. I don't care. She got her own money, whatever. Cause guess what? That's some women, and some men get desperate that they can't find nobody. It's just settle.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you, man. Look, you better vet these women and these men. Everybody should vet, because look, people are crazy nowadays. I'm serious. We all watch the news. We all watch the 11 o'clock news, and you have seen where a man has snapped on a woman. The woman was found in the alley somewhere, or the woman snapped on the man. He was found, throat all sliced up and everything. Stop playing games with folks. Keep it real. If you don't want a real relationship with a person, just say, okay, we just smashing. It's just sex. Don't be lying, talking about, hey, baby, I love you. I want to marry you one day. You the only woman. You the only woman I'm dealing with right now. You playing games with their mind, man. And then when they find out you played with them, what you think they're gonna do? You think they're just gonna go away quietly? Do you really think that? No.
I have 5 minutes up here, really quick. I have two things I wanted to mention.
Go ahead.
I wanted to go back a little bit to what you were talking about with women, with the situation with the abortion, the that word. Anyway, when it's gonna stop? It's gonna stop when it hits their family. That's when it's gonna stop. When it hits their family, when it hits somebody in their family, somebody gets raped and they have to have a child of a rapist. That's when it's gonna stop. The only way it's going to stop is if it hits somebody's daggone family. And I'm sick of this crap because people who are getting raped don't want to have these rapist children because, first of all, these rapists are so psychotic that they think that they can have visitation with these children that they just grape the woman to get. Like, what the heck?
America, America.
Well, you know, the main problem is when they do get caught and they do go to prison, they getting this right here.
Slap on the hand.
That's all the time. That's
2
all.
years, 3 years, they getting deals, they getting step deals, they getting pat on the backs and stuff. The probation, probation for 2 or 3 years. We'll give you time served. They just, it's like, man, I mean, you know, they locking them up. They just ain't keeping them in there. They letting them right back out.
Not long enough.
They letting them right back out.
And then they go to court and then they want to sit there and fight you for your child that you just graped me over. Like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now number 2, the situation with the men pretending to be women and then getting with these dudes without these dudes knowing about it. Let me tell you something. This has been going on for a long time. It's just that it's getting out there now. It's been going on. People been getting busted by these men who are not anywhere near gay, and that's when they attack these people that are pretending to be something they're not.
That's a fact. Y'all getting hit with some wisdom. Better take these notes. This is
what's going on. I mean, I'm sorry you're getting your butt beat down.
This is real
because you're over there pretending you're something you're not. Let them know you're a dude before you go messing with them. And then the thing is, the only reason that these men don't know is some of them, I don't know how to explain this part, but like they say men, you know, they're born with Adam's apples. Well, some of them don't have those Adam's apples that protrude far enough to even notice that they're men, right? So what they do is they go and they do fellatio, right? They're not actually having relations with these guys. So they don't ever know that it's a guy. They think it's a woman doing this.
Yeah.
But once they find out that it's a man that did that, if they're not anywhere near that kind of, like, they're not in that lifestyle, they're gonna hurt you.
Look, straight rage.
Salute.
They're gonna hurt you. They're gonna put you 6 feet under. You have just embarrassed a man who's a man's man, who wants a woman, not a woman, not a man. They want a woman. Period.
Yep. You actually took away his manhood. You took it in a way. You took away his manhood.
You're embarrassing him. You're embarrassing these guys. Come on now. Let them know that you're a doggone dude who's trying to be a woman, transitioning into a woman. And like I said before, I'm not against gay people. Gay people are humans too. But you got to let people know that you are a woman, or a man who's going to be a woman. Yeah. And vice versa, that a woman is turning into a man, period.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Nate the Great?
How hard is it? How hard is it for you to freaking tell the truth? I'm sick of these lying people who lie to people to get things in this world. I'm sick of it.
And I'm telling you, and that's all across the board. You got these. That's why you got so many people. A lot of these, you'll be surprised. A lot of these homicides that are occurring now, they're crimes of passion. They're crimes of passion, or people that have played games with folks and they got found out, and it went toxic, and then it led to somebody's death.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because the world is different now. The world is different now, Tony. Ain't nobody just, charging it to the game anymore. People ain't taking shorts anymore.
No.
That's because people have chosen not to learn how to communicate with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Really? And the other thing is, people who have the word A, the big A, the one that's unaliving unaliving people. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have that, of course they have it now. It's the law. You cannot have relations with anybody if you have that. because if they find out, you can go to jail because that is illegal, because that's like a deadly weapon, right? Okay. So why are these people freely trying to get people with this disease when they're not even the people that gave it to you? That's messed up. You're going around and you're passing this to people that did nothing to you. Nothing to you. But the person that did it to you, you don't go for them, but you go for everybody else's throat. That kind of crap pisses me off as well.
You know, that's the pharmaceutical market. They got, you know. But like I was saying, America, America.
Yeah,
but this is real talk, though, man. You know what?
And they get messed up in America too by playing games like that, bro.
Absolutely, Armando, and that's why I say, man. That's why I held up the phone, man. Phones, people have phones, but they don't even talk on them. They rather text.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They rather text or check TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? That's what they use their phone for. Don't nobody talk on their phone. So that's why I say, people have made a choice, their own choice, whatever reason, to stop communicating. And that's why we have so many violent outbursts now.
Right.
Yep. Right. I'm gonna say this right here.
Yeah.
With people, hey, you remember when they said, "Oh, it came for gay black men"? That disease came for that came for gay black men. Remember that they were saying that came for the gay community. That's not true.
That's
not true.
That's
not true.
At
See,
all.
and no, it's not true at all. And that takes me to another point is that all the stuff that you didn't see all of this going on when we were growing up, did you?
No.
You know, everybody had you knew somebody had to go and go get fresh fruit out of there, and the meat and all that other stuff. Come on, and I learned, like, see, some of the medicine that pills that doctors give you, is it really helping you?
No, because let me tell you what's going on now. I don't know if you guys heard about this. There's a medication going around, and I wish I knew the name of it because I forgot the name of it. But there's a medication going around that is supposed to help you, but actually, it's making things worse for you. Like you could actually fatally get unalive from the side effect. There's one medication that they'll have somebody on, and it's supposed to help them. But for some odd reason, these doctors are taking them off of that medication and putting them on this new medication that's causing people to pass. Just so y'all know about that. I'm going to find out what the name of it is, and I'll send it to you, Armando. But oh my God, when I heard about that, I was like, are you serious? Y'all over here unaliving people on purpose, and you know the side effects of this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right here. You know how some men and women go to court, play like they crazy and all that stuff. Say, I'm gonna get me a crazy check. Don't they know when they get in there, they take they give them their medicine. That what make them crazy.
Oh yeah.
See, that's the thing they don't want you to know about.
Yeah.
That's the thing they don't want you about.
Yeah.
See, we try to bring knowledge.
The medication that they give you is supposed to help you with you hearing things, but it actually makes you hear things and see things. So it makes it even worse.
I'm gonna read it together.
Well, not anymore together. And the reason I say not anymore is because in the last 10 years, and I've been keeping up watching Black-owned businesses, you know, and in the last 10 years, we have been doing extremely phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Extremely phenomenal, man. You know, so
I actually think y'all been phenomenal. Been. It's just now it's known. It's they're seeing it.
What?
You guys been.
Well, to a degree, and I agree with you. But then we have the demise when we got this Diddy situation. See?
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Now that diminishes the pot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's got its ups and downs in it. But as far as but as far as overall with the Oprah Winfrey's and the Tyler Perry's and the Bill Cosby still got money, y'all. Don't think that man broke. Please don't ever think that man broke.
No.
And the Cosbys and all them like that, they're doing extremely well. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so of us on the outside to be more conscious about how we gonna take our stand in this thing and not worry about what they got and what we don't have. And you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it, but it all goes back to what I'm saying. It's about changing your mentality and your perception on how you look at things today in the here and now.
Yes.
In the here and now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amen.
And I think I said it to you and Amano, that Young Thug, 15 years probation.
Wow.
And look, if you guys should took a look at it, look what rules he got to follow.
Man, listen. Listen, do you know that I rather just would have just said, you know what, just give me a home monitor strap. I'm gonna just lay in the crib and I'm, cause he can't break no law. He can't be, 15 years is a hard time. I had problems walking off the 3 years I had to do. So I know 15, man, do you know it's gonna be, I don't even know why he did a plea deal. Cause
you know what though? You know what though? I'm gonna say this, man. How many men in the pen would love to trade places with him? Come on, man.
Lot.
I mean, come on. 15
Yeah.
years.
15 years. I'm not,
15,
not saying that, it ain't no brothers there. Cause like I say, I was once one of those brothers, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is if in that situation, in that moment, had a perception been changed in a different way, maybe the outcome wouldn't have been that way. You feel what I'm saying? So, but that all goes back to being true to self. See, it's hard breaking the mindset when you've been disillusioned all your whole life. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, man. Especially for us brothers. And man, from childhood, man, we've been catching the Brukins. Through the teenage years, we caught the Brukins, man. Through our younger years, we caught Brukins, man. In our senior years, we catching Brukins. You know what I'm saying? And this is like 24/7.
Yep. I'm gonna read what Nate said. He said everyone got to step up their effort and bring the right knowledge.
Yeah,
which is true. Everyone. I don't care. I don't care what background you came from. I don't care what skin color you are. I don't care what country you're from, what city, what state, what continent you're from. You got to bring the right knowledge. To bring the right knowledge, you got to do your research.
Yeah.
You got to.
And just like you said, Tony, you got to be true to yourself. You know what true to be. And you know what being true to yourself is? You gotta love and respect yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna tell you nothing that's gonna hurt you, because I ain't gonna hurt myself. I'm not gonna give you no bad info or nothing. And if I don't know, I ain't never been once shame in my life to say I don't know. Let's find out together. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of us get tripped up at. We don't know how to. Many of us don't know how to do that. Say I don't know. because a lot of us suffer from know-it-allism. We know everything.
I say if I don't know, I'll find out, and then I'll let you know. Because if I don't know, I can't tell you something I don't know.
I tell you if I don't know, but ain't that many people gonna be that honest in that moment, because they either got a fear or have been rejected one time. You know, it could be a past trauma. You know, anything. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be
know-it-all mentality.
Yeah.
That's why I said some people are scared. Is scared of the word no.
You right about that.
I'm like, right.
I don't know why.
It's only two ways that can go. Either you're gonna say yes or you're gonna say no.
Yep.
Cause if you say no, I'll find another way to do what I got to do.
Yeah, like when my kids, when I tell my kids no, I'd say no, and they'd go, "What do you mean no?" I'm like, "N-O, no." Like, what else you want me to say?
That's it. That's all it is no. You know, but see, this generation today are more so living in an entitled era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, it's hard being old school, and I have to watch my grandkids, and it's a whole different like language, experiences. You know, it's a whole new thing to me, because I'm like, man, the world is in trouble.
All right, I gotta get going, but I appreciated being up here, but I will be in the chat though.
You always appreciate you, love.
Huh?
I said we appreciate you. Give a hug to the children.
All right, will do. Thank you. All right, I'll be in the chat. Bye, y'all.
See Viper 23, what it do?
Viper, salute, bro.
It's the first of the month. It's Scorpio season. I'm a Scorpio myself. You know, shout out to all my Scorpio brothers and sisters, man.
Hey Nate, you want to come up? You're welcome to come up. I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link for you. But I'll tell you this right here. The bottom line to it is there's a whole lot of young people out here. Young boys, young girls out here. They don't know what love and respect themselves mean. And there's a lot of men and women out here that don't know what love and respect themselves mean. And there's a whole lot of generation. I'm gonna say this. When we grew up, we had generation there for us, right? We have failed this generation. And guess what? When we don't fail this generation, it's a cycle. Would I be lying if I said it? Now it's a cycle. Would I be lying if I said that? Respect Miss V. It's a cycle. We got to find some way to get through to our youth and teach them the real knowledge. I'm not just talking about our community. I'm talking about all the community. Once they find out what really is going on and what they should and shouldn't be doing, like I said, like this election, everybody paying attention to Trump, Kamala, and all the other ones that running for the office, even in the state and the local elections. Guess what? That's just a smoke screen. I'm telling you why I said just a smoke screen. Because people don't pay attention to what's at the bottom of the doggone ballot. That's why I say you got to do your research. See, if you don't do your research, you're going to be lost. And a whole lot of our people are lost. And they want to call us, hey, guess what? And they want to call people like us that bring the truth. And if they get mad, you know you're telling the truth. And they don't want to hear it because they stuck in that cycle. Look, they are content of where they at. How many of us up on this panel in the chat are content where they at?
I ain't never content where I'm at.
Yeah, I ain't never. It's always room for growth and improvement.
Always room for improvement and growth. Always. Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go.
Nate,
good.
go get your thought. Go get your thought on it. I know you got a whole lot to say.
Nah, I mean, as far as what y'all was talking about earlier with that situation with the people just tricking people out there, I mean, that's something that's going on, and it's going on too rapidly. Like I said, I just covered something like that recently. Dude thought he was messing with a whole chick, and come to find out, they done it went smells. I'm just like, the way that person was, that you would have saw up and down, that was a woman too. But my thing is, you can't sit here and think somebody's going to take a loss like that. There's people out there, like, even, and the boy was young. That was the thing. I think the dude was in his 30s, and young boy wasn't even like 18, 19. Those type of young people ain't taking that. They not taking that lightly. You're not going to be someone out here trying to trick people, man.
That's that man shit, man. You fuck with my intelligence, man. Because you could have been for real with me from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? And that's that communication, man. We don't talk to each other no more, and that's his fact. We don't. Not unless we right here, because this where I get all my conversations come from right here.
Yeah. Nah, because we always speaking on topics like you see almost every last one of the people I've come across, like, we always end up shoot. Sometimes we came together as a collective because there's some things that you be like, that shouldn't have even went down like that, bro. Like, and it's like, again, I just spoke about this whole week. It's like communication, like even down with the young boys right now that's being locked up and they messing themselves about of prominent opportunities. Like, prime example, like I was just saying with the music. If you already damn near where you need to be at, bro, like, leave certain aspects alone. I granted you trying to show everybody, that don't mean nothing. It'll mean something when you actually do something the way it really inspires the people, even in your culture, and say, you know what, if they can do this and they ain't had to go through this and this to do it, we can do the same thing.
You're right
about that. I said, giving them knowledge out, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know what kind of funny though?
What's good?
I be trying to catch you live, and sometimes I don't know what you talk about, and I come back and do one, and you come and say, "Hey, I just talked about this right here." Notice that, hey, we've said that before. Look, our mind, people like us, we bring the knowledge, we bring the truth. But
it's confirmation, man. That's all it is.
I'm not trying to confirmation. I'm not trying to convince people like us, our age, because some of them already stuck in their ways. They ain't gonna listen.
Yeah,
it's the youth that we got to get in contact with.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
But see, the people that they would have looked up to, half of them are still either locked up, they done passed on, or even if they done tried to, come with the, passing of the torch. Like, look, like, this is what you really need to. Again, I don't know. It's a little bit of everything. Because, again, it goes back to the background and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's just like, put it away. I don't have nothing against nobody. Only thing I got against people, they doing other people wrong. When you're doing wrong, I call you out for it, and you get mad that I call you out for it. Like I said at the beginning of the show, if the shoe fits, wear it. If it don't fit, don't even try to put it on. If that don't include you, if it don't include you, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, the truth though. But you see, that's the thing. Some people, they gonna, when they react to it, that's because they thinking it's either them or they just feel that type of way. But a lot of times you could just be talking shit in general. So, but when you calling, but that's the thing too. We lack accountability for each other. It ain't just communication. We lack accountability. Like, even some of the older heads got to be held accountable for some of the things they doing, because again, you got people that's coming up under them watching, and it's like I was telling somebody the other day. How you expect them to have respect for a lot of the older folks when they see a lot of the older folks on here or just in other platforms or even outside the street sometimes.
There you
About
go.
to ring each other's necks for nothing. Like, man, listen, if y'all don't go sit down and go talk that out, yeah. There's too much estrogen in the air. My bad, y'all. Damn. Like, shit.
I'm glad you said it with the chest, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because listen, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for many of us to transmit something that we never had. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest and real from my generation and right now. You know what I'm saying? And just being honest with that, because a lot of information that we received in my time was misinformation that was passed on by misinformed people, you know. So I had to do a whole lot of research to become the person who I am today, to better give my true opinion of myself to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because like when we was talking about the young brothers, man, you know, who are incarcerated, you know, when I go talk to them, I don't never tell them my name, man. I always introduce myself as N71094 to make that immediate connection. You know what I'm saying? That way now I got your undivided attention. You know, I ain't just coming in here, you know, on the bamboozle. I'm one of y'all. You dig what I'm saying? Now that's my opening. That's how I get them to let down their guard so we can have an honest conversation on how I can help you change your mindset. Because that's all it is. It's a mindset that we have to get them to change, man. And the key to that is to get them to change how they see themselves, not what others perceive of them, but how do you see yourself and how do you want to project that, you know? And that's the thing that I'm trying to come across in my days of now, you know, when I go do my engagements and when I do kick it with the youth, you know, this is the thing that I'm trying to, you know, help them evolve.
Yeah.
You know, just because, man, until you change your perception on how you see, and like I said earlier, I know we getting bombarded with a lot of negativity, man, a lot, man. But in that negativity is always something to be grateful for. You know what I'm saying? And to me, the gratitude that I get is the knowledge that I get out of what I see and I obtain, because it helps me grow to become a better person. That way we can have dialogues like this to where I can talk to a brother and he not get offended thinking I'm challenging his manhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. You're doing the right thing, though. But there are a lot of people who can actually sit back and I'm one of them. A lot of times, you'll catch a whole conversation going on, and sometimes I don't even plan it to go that long. But don't laugh, these true Jews are part of that BS one time, son. But I'm gonna leave you alone. Son. Nah, but when the conversations get deep, and especially when there's different forms of knowledge being brought into the conversation, now everybody got an open eye and a view. All right, you might not see things the way I see it, but you might see it the way this person see it. But at the end of the day, as long as it's coming back to the same damn knowledge, what does it matter?
There you go. Each one teach one. But before we can do that, we gotta be able to reach one.
Right.
You're right. I'm gonna say this right here with me. Where I work at, I see adult coming with their child, and I see how the adult interact with the child, how that child be acting, and how parents cannot control their child. I'm like, okay, and they be messing with the display, moving this. I'm like, do they really need it? Do they really need to have some kids? That's my thinking. Then I see some coming, well, man, I'm like, they coming to this coupon, they get kids meal free, whatever. I said, how you doing? I don't even talk to the adult. I said, how you doing in school? You know, the first thing they do, they look at their parent. And know what the parent said? Don't look at me. He asked you the question. You see what I'm saying? I want to see where their heads at, and I'm like, okay, keep doing. I want to encourage them, keep doing what you keep of your good work and keep obey your parents. See what I'm saying? That's the kind of knowledge I want to give the young ones. That this nothing in this world is going to be given. Ain't nothing been given to me. But as long as you keep doing what you're doing, I want to get the youth the encouragement that God said that, okay, what I'm doing is good. Let me keep doing what I'm doing. Because guess what? One day, a child that you gave the encouragement to, gonna come back and say, hey, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, thank you. And you're gonna wonder for what? You're gonna wonder for what? For what? Because if it weren't for you to say encourage me to keep to do what I was doing, no telling what would I be.
No, it's all fact. Sometimes they become the success stories you're looking for. That's all that really is. Just again, you gotta supposed to be able to give some encouragement. Shit, even when it comes down to young adults, because some people still don't know what the hell they really want to do. That's just like the ones that might just be graduating high school, or even if they decide not to go to college, you still got to figure out what the hell you want to do with the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
They need more encouragement than anybody.
This is a lot of them making that transition from that teenage end of the teenage years into the 25 to 27s, into that era right there, man. And that's a whole new different time frame and mindset. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole new different challenge set of mindsets for them, man. So,
and that's what
it goes back to that being true to self, man. Like I say, man, I'm a firm believer until we gotten away from having dialogues with each other, having face-to-face conversations, man, because people allow feelings and emotions to take over conversations, and it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? We can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? So until we get back into having the flow of conversation instead of text messages and all this here, man, and TikTok videos and them little segments, until we start getting back into having actual dialogue, using the phones for the purpose of what they're supposed to be using, conversation, communication. That's what the phone is for, communication. But I don't know what it is, man, about us trying to unite and have an understanding through communication and understanding, rather than all of this rhetoric that we choose to continue to go through, man. And that's where I'm baffled at. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easier to talk about something than just sit up, continue to keep hollering and having these animosities and giving yourself stress and ulcer and all that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it. And a lot of times, a lot of that nonsense and petty stuff be over misunderstandings or miscommunication.
Yeah. Well, and when it ain't that, a lot of times it just be over what regular stuff we always see. Like I told somebody, I said, so you mean to tell me miscommunication in that form right there should stop friendship? I said, I don't know. Some of y'all, I said, if it'll be the simplest thing like that can knock over friendship, then shit. That wasn't meant to be in the first place, man. But see, this is my thing though. The whole thing overall, is again communication more than anything. But we see what the problem is sometimes too. A lot of times the conflicts happen either over money, women, or just power.
Yep.
I want to be in control. I gotta be in control of this situation right here. You're like, man, listen, that's just being insecure, even to the high level right there. If you want to be technical, you should be able to let things flourish and grow within the realms and not have to try to overdo something. Basically, do what you're supposed to do, and everything will go smooth.
Yep. I'm gonna read what C. Viper said. He said, "What are thoughts about kids going through martial art?" I'm telling you that I took martial art. What martial art teaches you is discipline. You do not use your martial art training to fight. It teaches you discipline, and that's discipline is what some people like it. Kids, young adults, and adults. It's discipline.
Discipline, self-control.
That's what
things along those natures. Yeah, but that martial arts does that. Jiu-jitsu, all of that.
But
even though it's the truth though, it is. It's supposed to help you, but it also keeps you in the constant mindset of always think before you do.
Yeah.
Be in the present.
Yeah. Because like I said, I took yeah. Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, for me, it was always the sensei, man, because martial arts, you can only be as good as your sensei, man, who your instructor is, man. So, back in my day when we was growing up, man, because, my idol was Bruce Lee, but we had a lot of, karate instructors in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? I once knew a brother who personally knew Jim Kelly, man. So, martial arts was always a thing for us growing up in the hood, man, But, like I say, for me, it was always about who the instructor was. So martial arts does, man. For me, it was basically about that self-discipline, man. That self-discipline, and not to always react.
Yep. You got to think. When you're thinking,
yeah,
you got to use your brain for more than a hat rack. And some people don't. Hey,
my grandmother used to say that.
Hey, and some people do not do it. It's like men and women. They want the XEX. They think with some women is not thinking with their head. They're thinking with between their legs. And the same thing with men. Not thinking with their heads. Thinking between their legs. That's how they get caught up.
Yeah.
And I say this right here. With a child. A young
adult. 9 is cool, see, Viper. 9 is the perfect time. Because that 9 is still in the formative years.
Yeah.
From 9 to 13 right now, that's a good time to have men martial arts right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good time. And the thing is, with that is opening their mind up, maybe more discipline. And kids do not do what you say.
No. They do what they see.
There you go.
Always have, always will.
Because there's going to be things you're going to have to visually show them anyway.
Yeah.
But, there's things, that's why I said there's things that you don't necessarily teach them or show them anyway. The things that really are needed, because like even when it comes down to the martial arts, like sometimes they might get too hyped, like, I was whooping their asses and my bad, but some of them, but you don't want them to get too. It also teaches them how to be humble, basically.
Yeah.
Like whether you win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter. You still living, you still breathing. You're learning.
Yeah, it's a learning process, and with some adults, they don't know what they want to do.
Hello.
And with that right there being said, is to go back to what you said, Nate. Either young people come out of high school and get ready to go to college. What some parents don't do, a child show interest in something. The parents or no adult encourage them to go for it. They'll be like, "Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that." You know how many negative sometimes a child hears during their lifetime about what they're passionate about doing? It's crazy. We got the what the word I'm looking for that. We got to I forgot what word I'm going to use, but we got to encourage that child. If he want to be an artist, a drawer, a writer, we got to manifest that for that child. We got to get behind that child to do what that child wanted to be doing. Instead of no, you need to know how some children say, I want to be a singer. Yeah. And some parents say, No, you need to study them books. Why you gonna tell you? Why you? Yeah, child need to study the books. But guess what? Get what will help him get past them classes and study what he's supposed to be learning and study what you teaching him a whole lot better. Get him, giving him or her a singing lesson.
Thing
But I
is,
mean, go ahead.
you're supposed to give a kid a complete balance. And that's even when you're an adult raising your own kids, you got to have a complete balance, even within your own realm. You got to remember, you was young too. There was things that wasn't pushed on you, or there was things that you didn't like that might have been pushed on you. You don't want to do that necessarily either. But you want them to have an equal amount of everything, the education and just the life experience. So, but yeah, you always supposed to encourage them for the better anyway. No matter what they really are interested in, if they really have been solid in focusing on it and trying to craft that or trying to, hone that craft, hey, you do what you got to do as a
Absolutely.
parent.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, it's ironic that y'all said that, man, because um, for one, you should never diminish a child's dream, man, no matter what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Because once you crush that image that they have of themselves in that moment, then you destroy that child for a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, if my mama or my daddy don't believe in me, then why? You know what I'm saying? So you always encourage any kid, man, always, I say that to everybody who I talk to, man. Never crush a child's dream. You know what I'm saying? Because I had mine crushed growing up, and I know how that feels. So, you know, you have to always encourage any kid, no matter if you feel whatever they doing, in your opinion, is right or wrong, it's their dream. So always encourage anyone that's pursuing a dream that they have, man, because everything comes from a thought, and that thought comes from the creator, man, and it's a part of your DNA. So you have to pursue that. You know what I'm saying? So we have to encourage and elevate them on their journey. On their journey. It's their journey, So,
Hey, Miss Media.
while you there in the good times, always remember to be there in the bad times too. Because the bad times are those are the most important learning experience moments for both of y'all. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So always encourage children, man. Don't never be a dream killer. Never be a dream killer.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. Provide them with the resources and tools to learn and perfect whatever they got skills in.
There it is, Miss Media. There it is. That's it. And
But
right
that's
there.
why I said it's a complete. You got to have a complete balance because, prime example, you might rely on your talents, right? Your talents probably might get you into the doorway, right?
Right.
But if the talent ain't there no more, or you just, you might want to transition to something else. Like prime example with the sports, you always got to make sure they learn something else more than just sports and recreation, because because even if they gifted in something, if something happens and they not going to be able to recover back from that or even play again, they need to find something to do. You know,
Absolutely.
you need to make sure that there's always multiple alleyways for them to grow and advance in life.
You're right about that. Cause if I'm looking at it. Let's take a look at some of these folks
Hi,
that are.
Shirley.
Hey, Shirley Kirkland.
Shirley in the building.
Let's take a look at some of the people that are made it. I don't care what skin tone you are, right?
Right.
And we had our heroes growing up, right? And sometimes when you encourage a young person, you got to encourage them in the right way. They got uh, 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 Get them training, right? Get them training, but also you got to train that mind that they have.
Mind is a terrible thing to waste. It's a terrible thing to waste.
That mind, if you don't let the child explore they mind and use their imagination,
builds up their self-confidence.
There you go. And I know where Nate at. Nate know Nate know where I live at. I see there's a whole lot of kids be parents. I seen parents give the child got the phone or the pad in their hand.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
When a 2-year-old know how to work an iPad better than you, that's sad.
Yeah.
That show you ain't nobody talking to nobody. Not unless you only thing that child hear in that house is put that down, sit down, go lay down. That's all that child hear. That's the only talking that they hear.
Mm-hmm. And then you get it right here. When you say sit down, when they want the kid act all out of control and want some, the parent just give it to him.
Nah, you're not supposed to. It depends on what it is. You see, it always depends. But you're not supposed to always. But see, when they active like that, see, that's the thing. I feel like this for those parents who might be unemployed. Prime example, you still got to bring your kids out and do something. So yeah, you're gonna have to tire them out. They young, full of energy. And even if you ain't got no, even if you ain't feeding them sweets and stuff like that, they still just naturally hyper.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to do something with them. You gotta stimulate their brain, stimulate everything for them for the day. So when they tie out, now look, you like, yep, you're gonna be sleep early, and now we can focus on what we gonna focus on for the rest of the night, whatever it is. How it's supposed to be though.
Yeah, I'm telling you what I did when my niece was little, right? She older now, and I used to read to her when she was little. I used to recite ABCs to her, 1, 2, 3s to her when she was little. Help her read. To develop that mind of hers. See what I'm saying? She's smart as a whippersnapper right now. Too smart for old doggone good sometimes, but that's a backfall of it. Some kids like my niece that's smart, they're smarter than you are.
Yeah, man, that's called life. And man, this generation's so smart, man. I'm telling you, man. I explained to you, man, how I be amazed at watching my grandkids how they conversations, man, because I'm like, man, these little ones is 5 and 6, man, and they talking like I'm talking about like we having conversation. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, man, look, they actually communicating like this here, man. I'm like, wow. So yeah, man, we gotta stop pretending our kids all that. Cause for one, we ain't with them 24/7 no way. Know what I'm saying? We ain't with them 24/7 no way. So when I didn't put nothing past my kids. Cause I'm only with them really 12 hours, and if I break that 12 hours down, it ain't even a true 12 because they at school in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really no whole 12. You know what I'm saying? If I break it down, you did. So that, man, when they outside, man, I don't know what they doing in the streets. I don't know what they doing over their friend them house. I don't know how they friend them parents run their house. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why you're supposed to get back to what I was saying a while back in one of my live streams. A lot of y'all just got to start getting back into that notion of know thy neighbor and have watchful eyes out. And if you got people that you really do trust, then you should know. Yo, do me a favor. If you see such and such, or you whatever around that, like, yo, let me know something. Right. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And people would do that if they would learn how to have communication with each other. That they would just talk to each other and say it.
Yeah, because but that's the thing though. But see, that was the thing because it wasn't just the neighbors and the community. It'd be the shop, the shop owners and everybody else. Yo, if you happen to see my child somewhere over here, let me know something so I could, But other than that, when you're not really doing that, shoot, this is when things can happen.
Yeah, I'm saying this right here. The bottom line to it is adults got to adults got to. Oh, you got something that's on Nate?
Huh?
You got something that's on?
What's on?
I don't know. I don't know. It's probably me. Don't tell him.
Yeah,
But
probably with you because with your music. See, look, see.
I hear the echo.
I think it's the truth.
It's always you, D-Truth. It's always you. Let me mute up anyway. It's still always you. God damn
it. I would say this right here, but I look at it this way: from what we talked about the birth certificate thing to how men and women got to vet each other to kids, right? It goes back to don't do what I do what I say, which we know kids gonna do what they're gonna do what you say, they're gonna do what you do. And same gender parent raises a child, whatever. Yeah, something can go wrong. Two parent household raising kids, something can go wrong. A single parent household, no matter man or woman, something can go wrong. But what are the parents doing to curb that for the child going wrong? And if the parents are there running the streets and see the parents doing what they doing, and you telling that child, I'm an adult. You can't do what I do. But guess what that child gonna do? They're gonna do what you did. Then you won't get mad at them. Why you can get mad at them? Then you get mad at yourself because you can't get mad at that child because the child see what you doing. See what you did. And that's what that way we come back to it, Tony. Accountability. When some of these parents gonna start taking accountability for their own action, how their child working, how their child acting, how they going to. But then back to what you said, Nate. But there's some parents out there. I was thinking you told her Nate said that there's some parents proud parents of their child what they do. But yet there's some parents out there they think their child don't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, it's always that right there. It be the mixed bag sometimes. You got those who think they kids ain't out there doing nothing crazy. Then you got those that, despite they child, I still gotta be sure. Like make sure you ain't doing shit, even if you ain't doing nothing. Right. I'm really make sure you ain't doing nothing.
But I'm gonna say this right here, and I'm gonna get on these parents right here that does this right here. If somebody gets on your child and they don't did something wrong, and every time they do something wrong, you go bail them out. What lesson are they learning? Serious self-respect.
They're not learning nothing. They're not learning no accountability or responsibility. Serious, baby.
Hey, serious.
They learning nothing. They going look. I'm calling my parents. Oh, they ain't gonna say that to them and go bail them out of trouble. But I'm glad right now that is happening. All these school shooters, I'm glad that these parents are being held accountable. I said, I'm glad they have been held accountable for their child's actions.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Just think if when we were growing up, some parents was held accountable for their child action. They got the parent and the child. How would the world be?
Cash, what's up? I'm flipping back and forth, man.
What's up, Cash?
On YouTube, and I'm over here. Make sure I'm speaking to the folks. You feel me?
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man, on this November 1st. It's the first of the month. Wake up, get up.
Hey, that I was thinking that earlier when you said the first of the month. But it's like we got to get back to community.
Yes, sir.
We got to get back to what we grew up on. Yes, you gotta watch your neighbors. Yeah, you gotta watch your neighbors. Yeah.
They tried to fix something that wasn't even broke. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you know what? This is the thing, though. You know, you teach them certain things like accountability and responsibility at young. Like prime example, now you get their asses to the degree. How they always talking about something? You want a pet? All right, well, if anything happens, you can't blame nobody but yourself because you said you was wanting it and you said you was going to take care of it. And if something happened, then that shows that you wasn't prepared and you wasn't able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like you know, the simplest thing, a goldfish, prime example. You're like, oh, well, whose fault is it that the goldfish passed away?
Right.
You know, you got to break it down to them they that young too to a degree. That's how they start learning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they said, oh, shoot, if you got hurt, well, how you got hurt? I was trying to put my hands in that cookie jar. Where the cookie jar was at? Yeah, you was doing things you weren't supposed to be doing. That's how you start teaching them accountability and responsibility right there. Now look, you hurt yourself, didn't you? You got a knot upside your head. Look at you. Look at you.
Can't say this.
Salute and blessings to everybody in the chat, though. No, but you know, you gotta teach them that, man. Like you cannot sit there and just think that just by saying something that's gonna resurrect with them. And then again, you could be doing everything, and to a degree, it could still be a problem. Some people just gonna make their own decisions at some point.
And that's when you have to let go.
See, the main time to really try to implement most of that, you know, is just again between the preteen and teenage stages, because we know they're gonna kind of be rebellious to a degree. We know that part. When they're younger than that, you know, it's just with them. They curious, they hype, they trying to be a part of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when they start getting a certain age, now it becomes something different. So now you really got to make sure you like, all right, well, look, this is how we really going to break down accountability and responsibility for you. It is your responsibility to make sure you do what you're supposed to do, your studies and all of that.
Well, you got some kids that I think that Tony. But I would say this right here. You're right, Cash. You got to educate those around you, including and mostly and importantly the kids, because I see how some of the little boys react to teenage act, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Sometimes they dad act like that, or the guy that mom they act like that, and sometimes when some young females with teenager young ladies, they see what their mother doing. If they are on thing their mother doing using a man for his money, guess what she learning? That's all she learning, ain't she? Every time you see your mama, every time you see her mom, she is very different men in the house. What she learning?
Exactly. But she learning the wrong type of a cycle. Yeah, but you know, that's what I'm saying. Certain things like that you gotta be mindful for. because that right there will shape the view of a child. Like, you know, like I said, you got some people right now that's presenting their moms because of the way they was presenting themselves even before they got into adulthood. And but you know, you like you try to say regardless to what, that's still your parent, but can't also knock how they feeling too when it's just it's a double-edged sword. You know, but again, if you really love yours, you want to make sure you do the right things you can do. Try to lead by the best examples, at least.
Yeah, you got to lead by example. Because if you don't lead by example, and thing like we when we grew up, it's not like it is, and we gotta get back to that. And all the different stuff that going on, we got to open these kids' eyes to the world and teach them the real thing, and teach them what's real, and not let them fall for anything. We can't let them fall for anything. Because we let them fall for anything, guess what? We just as bad. We just as bad. I'm going to admit, we dropped the ball. We dropped the ball. But now we picking up the ball, we running with it now. So we don't have no excuse, do we? But I guarantee that's gonna be some that gonna say that. Oh, I ain't have this generation. Ain't too bad.
Yeah, but see, there's a reason why a lot of them are mad. But see, that's why I say it goes back to that double-edged sword to a degree. Because they think about it, you know, certain households are implementing that notion of not showing or putting too much around the kids that they shouldn't learn. But then there's going to be other times they're going to be around situations where they are going to be seeing things you know, and that's what I'm saying. Depends on the age and how impressionable they are. Because if they do see it, they're going to start going into that. You know that already.
Yeah.
Well, this one parents are doing this, that, and the third. So why y'all not? You know, things like that. So you know, you gotta be mindful of that. Gotta always just keep a third watchful eye out on all cylinders. Yeah, you can't be around your kids 24/7, but you should have that much safety to where it feels like somebody's on them 24/7. You're like, well, damn, I didn't even go to the store yet. Yeah, just in case you thought you was going to the store.
I'm gonna read the chat right quick. Education is needed, but not necessary. Education is not teaching us real world issues in life. How can someone accept an A student when the parent have an F life?
Yeah. Damn.
And Cash said, I mean, life education not formal. Then he said, not school teaching life that many kids do not get from parents and peers. Honest life lesson. School is not parenting, babysitting place. Parents remember that. And Miss Mita said, "Take your fire into the spawn circus." She is right. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, I'm making my mad. I'm making my mad this laugh. I know. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I gotta go eat something.
Yo, let me get two Popeyes biscuits, half a thing of coleslaw, some mac and cheese. How much for one rib? How much for one rib? Oh man. Oh wait a minute, extra pickles on the side because I already know. You know. Come on now. Like, Nah, but it was a good conversation though. Nah, but you know, y'all brought up some things. You know, that's what I'm saying. Everybody is talking, having these same conversations. It's just being broken down different.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing the awareness.
Yep. And I'm gonna read the rest of the comment. Miss Media said she's a teacher. She implement the old board game, but not for investing life for real life issue. Sorry for ever is not your friend.
Yeah.
Your final thoughts and shout out.
Oh man, shout outs to the whole collective. Shout out to everybody that was part of the conversation.
Static, cut your mess out. Ain't nobody cooking.
Nah, I'm about to order out, man. I was a Chinese food, man.
Is it fried rice? All right.
Nah, chicken broccoli, man.
Okay, man.
No, but you just, y'all keep doing what you've been doing. Keep bringing the content. And again, shout outs to those that are taking the time out to listen. I got to step down for a minute, my damn self.
All right. Thank you. Nate. I've been catching a replay, Nate. I've been catching a replay.
I know you light skin. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
Snipe, what's going on, man?
Sniper, go get in. Go ahead and get in here. You on mute?
I sure am. I'm over here speaking to y'all, and I'm like, what?
Let everybody mute up. Let everybody mute up so Snipe go get in here.
What was the last question?
Last question was we were talking about all the kids and adult life and all that stuff and encouraging kids.
Oh, listen. Let me say something real quick about parenting. One thing I had to learn with my kids is I had to stop saying when I was younger, this happened and this happened. When I was younger, this, that, and the third. Yeah, we would like for it to be how it was when we were younger, but that's not how it is. That's not how it is at all. We, as adults, we have to adapt and overcome. We got to adapt to the way that these kids are we teach these kids. Because the way that we did it, it worked for us, but it's not working for them. It's not working for them, not one bit. You can't be too tough because this generation of kids are soft. Very soft. Right? So you got to know how to be firm but fair. And if you learn, and that's one thing I had to learn. I had to learn how to be firm and fair because, again, y'all know I'm a veteran. And when I went into the household, and my kids,
veteran too.
the first thing I did, I'm out there barking out orders. Those kids don't respond that way like we did. Like when my father, a veteran, he come in the house, he bark out orders. We got things done. Quick in a hurry, because if it was any questions asked or anything like that, we might lose a tooth, or might not be able to see out of an eye for a week. You know what I'm saying?
Or not sit down.
Or definitely not sit down for about 2-3 days. Because my parents they love that scripture. You spare the rod, spoil the child. Another thing is that these days, and I know I mentioned this before, but you got 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, maybe even 15-year-olds trying to raise a kid because of a decision they made. They wanted to be an adult so bad to have a kid or do adult things, and then the consequences and a blessing of it was to have kids, have a kid. So now, how can a kid teach and be a parent to a kid?
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna pick about what you just said, Sniper. It's like, what did that child, that kid learn from the parent? Because you look at it. Let's say that the girl is 15, 16 years old, and the parent, what, 32, 31, 32 years old. What did she learn?
Yeah, she had to become adult quick.
Yeah.
Had to become an adult quick. But then you're asking, then, and it's not fair. I know it was the kid, and I hate when people say, "Hey, it was a mistake." Okay, no, it was a decision. It
Yep.
was a decision that you made. It wasn't a mistake. It was a decision. Now, we're telling a 16-year-old it's time to, that possibly dropped out of school. And I'm not afraid to share my story. My mother was 16 when she had me. I'm the oldest of three on my mother's side. Now my father's side, he was, Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was a Rolling Stone. He got 12 of them. He got 12 of them bad boys. You know what I'm saying? He got 12 of them.
He took the stripper. Took the stripper. That's the part of the stripper. Go multiply.
Yeah.
Multiply.
He had some baby. Yeah, he had some babies for real. Um, but at the end of the day, my mom was 16 when she had me. My mom graduated high school a year early. Now she has her PhD. So I was fortunate and blessed to have a mother who, even though she had a child at an early age, she finished school and everything. But one thing that these kids do not have, that I was blessed with, I was blessed with a community and a family that
Bingo.
that helped take care. Because my mom, when she had me, like I said, she graduated a year early, and then she went into the Navy. So
Mm.
at the end of the day, my grandmother took care of us for a year and a half while she was in the Navy doing her thing. Then she met my father. My father, she did her 4 years. She met my biological dad, or my stepdad, who I call my father, um, when I was 6, and she got out the Navy, started going to school, doing her nursing thing, and now she owns her own business. But me, with that being said, is that a I had a community, I had a village. Me and my sister had a village to take care of, and that's what they don't have now.
Mm-mm.
Because
Mm-mm.
they had them young, and it's going back to the party era where everybody want to go out and party. Now your grandmother, she's only what, 30 something years old, and
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
or 40 something years old, and she's still trying to go up to the club.
Well, right.
Yep.
For real.
And I
And
would
it's
say this
real.
like, yeah, it's real. And back to what you said, Snap, I've said this a few times on my line. You could go down the street, do something down the street. Before you get back to the house, your parents already knew.
Oh, let me no, okay. Well, I'll enhance on that. You could not go down the street and get in trouble, because by the time you got there, remember, I'm I'm from Savannah, and all of my folks, aunties, uncles, they all lived in a general area. So if I did something and my older cousins didn't get to me first, to my aunts and my uncles didn't get to me second, by the time I got home, I probably got about 3, 4 beatings before I got there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And,
So,
yep.
but that's what we don't have. First of all, you know, when we were younger, y'all remember that Dare program?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
do you remember how it started? It went from going against drugs, to if your parents hit you, you can call 911.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
What is that? What is that? What did that do to that generation? Now your parents are scared to put your hands on because now you can get child abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, let me call 911 real quick. You know what I mean? Oh, my daddy's hitting me. Ah! Boy, I be saying 911 for the rest of my life. I have it like Tourette's. 911, 911, because he probably beat me with that doggone phone for calling now. You know. Second thing is we don't hold these kids accountable for their actions.
Yep.
We do not hold these kids accountable for their actions at all. And the reason being is because now you have these McDonald's parents, fast food parents. You know, because I'm not at home all the time, I'm going to show my love by defending them every time they get in trouble.
Yep. Bailing them out of trouble.
It don't matter the amount of trouble they get into. I'm going to go. My child would never do that. My child would never do that. Well, your child did it. One thing with my children, and one thing again with my children, what I did, you know, they come in and like, oh, the teacher did it, and I did it. What did you do? Well, I said this and I said that. Do you think that's appropriate being said? Do you think that was a young man's mentality to do what you did? We can't blame it on everybody else. You got to take responsibility for yourself.
And you know, some sniper, you said that men and women say, oh, that man and woman did this to me, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, okay, that's their side of the story. Now, what did you do?
Yeah.
That's something that parents want to take accountability for their own action.
Yeah.
And we want to, and I'm not wondering where they get it from. I know where they got it from. They're not going to take accountability. And I'm going to tell you what my mom did one day. She said, okay, go ahead and call them. When you call them, let them know your pad going to be pat right by the door waiting on them. And you going with them.
No, my dad just beat the hell out of me. He's like, go ahead and call 911. I never thought about it because again, like I didn't want to have that 911 Tourette syndrome.
Hey, yeah. Thing is, nowadays, this era, you know how your neighbors. I grew up where I grew up at a family around there too, like you did, Sniper. Now these days, no neighbor can say that to no child because the parent will get mad.
Example. At church. I got this young lady at church. She got three children. Her youngest one is, he's young, and he's still like a little baby, but he's school age, whatever have you. And us men, and we got to take charge of our community.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say something, don't talk to my child. Don't discipline my child. Don't tell him what to do. Okay, well, you know what you just did, ma'am. You know what you just did. You just cut the legs up under a male figure in his life. Because at the end of the day, now he thinks that he don't have to do anything because he knows mommy's going to step up to him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing. Us black men, and I'm not going to say black men. I'm not going to just say black men. Us men.
Yep.
Us men got to take control of our community, our household, and take control of this world. Men was put on this earth to not be dominant, but be alphas and make manly decisions for this country, for this world. We were supposed to, us men, regardless of what color you are, regardless of what race you are, what color you are, where you come from, us men are supposed to be leaders. We're not supposed to be on videos flashing money all the doggone time. We're not supposed to be on walking around with our pants down to our ankles. We're not supposed to be out here calling young ladies or calling the B word, because when a boy hears a man calling a female the B word, if they think that is what they are. And when a man is not there, I don't care if a man is not your child father, but a man's supposed to step up. If he sees something wrong, speak to that young man, speak to that young lady, show them that they are where they need to be or where they're headed.
Yep.
We can't sit around and keep watching. And I don't have any problems with the community, but guess what? The community is setting a bad example for these young men and women out here. Oh, it's a decision. We're born like this, or it's a decision. I don't care about that argument. Guess what? A man's supposed to be not supposed to be wearing thongs and a dress.
That go back to the first the topic I was talking about, the birth certificate issue.
A man's name. Hey, look, just because your mama named you Shannon, don't mean you have to be a Shannon.
Hey, like I said, this at the end of this subject that I'm talking about. This is not the end, because this is part one.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
This is just part one of it. Part two might be later tonight. I don't know. I ain't made a decision yet. But I remember what Miss Media said. She said accountability and responsibility and survival are key components to raise a modern child.
Yes, I agree with her on that. But to raise, you know what? A lot of females, and here's the thing again, and you can't fault the females for this, because again, some of these beep men don't they make babies and run away from them, and the women has to do the job. But guess what? A woman should not be teaching your kid how to pee on a tree. No woman. Hey, listen. I tell you what, if my mama helped me do, is tie a tie. Okay, she was good at tying ties. But ask her if she could teach me how to change a tire. Ask her when I was going through, and they'll tell you when we went through potty training and stuff like that, my uncle stepped up.
Yeah.
That's what men are supposed to do. Don't stop. We got to stop making babies and then throwing them and then running away from our responsibilities. You don't got to be with the young lady, but be there for that child. Be there for that child. And guess what? And here's the kicker to it. This is the kicker to it. You have a daughter and you run away from that daughter. What is your daughter going to do? She's going to look for a man just like her father, even though she don't know her. But she's going to have in her mindset that, okay, well, I know he ain't going to stick around long because my father didn't stick around long. You see how this circle goes around?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, Snipe. You said that right there, but I'm gonna say this too. We put it on the so-called men, right, that walk away, but the woman made that choice. She didn't vet him, and plus, what did she see when she was growing up?
That is true, but you know what though? But here's the thing: you can vet all you want, and that dude could tell you whatever the hell he want to tell you to get in them draws.
Yep.
If I wanted to be a low down Negro, then I can portray myself as anybody and anyone in this world. But guess what? I keep it 100. Just because I'm not with my kids' mothers, guess what? I'm still in their lives, 100%. And and guess what? We wasn't together, but guess what? At the end of the day, I taught my son how to pee standing up. and I taught my daughter how to have a man when she starts dating, how to choose her man. Because I gave her example. My father gave her an example. Her uncle gave her examples of how to be, what a man is like. Now, I pray she don't find a man like me. I really don't. She need to find somebody more like her, an uncle or something like that.
Hey, look, I'll talk to you on the back end about that one.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
I want to ask you why, but I don't want to put it out there like that.
No. Hey,
he was honest. He was honest about it.
Hey, I know. I'll be honest about it. You know what? Because I'm crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy as hell. And you know,
I know you're gonna say that.
I'm an 80s baby to the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in that discipline. I believe in that providing is more than monetary effects. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I believe in everything that but I'm, my mind ain't all there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a screw short. Being disabled.
You said A.
Yeah, one screw short.
You sure it's one? Hold up. You sure it one screw?
Hey, look, you said you was going to ask that on the back end, Negro.
Hey, you know how I throw a monkey wrench in it. I throw a big gigantic monkey wrench in it.
But look, at the end of the day, anybody who joins the Marines is a couple of screws short.
Live for five, baby.
Hey, I'm gonna say this right here.
Live for five. I'm a Marine.
I'm gonna say this right here.
Hey, Semper Fidelis.
Hey, I'm gonna say this right here. Anybody that joined in the military and goes to combat and do that training, all the kind of training you can go through, gonna have some screws loose. He's gonna have some screws loose. Because I got a few loose my doggone self.
But at the end of the day, brother, like I said, man, I want our community, this country, this world hasn't had a positive male role model in a long time.
You're right.
In a very long time. And
yep, you're right.
Cash, you don't got to support the war, Bubba. I appreciate you supporting the troops, but guess what? Sometimes it has to be done.
Yeah.
Okay, but at the end of the day, bro, and I'm gonna say this, and this is my last thoughts. Us men, and I'm talking to all men of all colors, shades, and creed. We've got to step up. We've got to step up and get our children back, and get them back to where they don't have to go to another young fella their same age and call them family. They don't have to go to gang members and call them families. They don't have to go to change their identity and say they're in a part of a family. As men, we got to stand up and be like, listen, this world is not what you think it is, but it could be what you want it to be if you put forth and be a positive role model to this to society. But you got at the end of the day, until that happens, we're never gonna get what we want, bro. We're never gonna get what we want. We're never gonna get where you make all this money now, but are you happy with who you are? Are you happy with what the people around you are doing?
Yeah. And like I say this right here. This for the men and women. I don't care. You got the man on child support, you got her on child support, whatever. Even if you in the house with that child, if you spend more time out the house and the other parent not around, guess what? You missing that time with that child that you can't get back. Time is more important.
Sure is. But fellas, I got some things I got to get done. I just want to come up here and share some thoughts with y'all. And I will, D-Truth, I see you in the morning.
Yeah.
And to the chat, Y'all, hey, to the chat, y'all have a good night. And Sniper is out.
Later, Sniper. Good wisdom, man.
Yeah, good wisdom, brother. Good wisdom. See you in the morning. I see him in the morning. And guess what? Boy, hey, everybody trying to figure out what we talked about had to do with the birth certificate.
Birth certificate. We came right back full circle.
Came back real full circle. Got everything. It got everything to do with it.
Yeah.
Got everything to do with it. Everything we talked about had everything to do with birth certificate.
Yep.
And I would next, like I said, I'm doing part 2. I'm gonna tell y'all what birth certificate really is. I might get in some trouble.
Oh man,
I don't care.
Trouble is underrated.
Yeah, look at, I don't care anyway. So.
And plus, this is the first of the month. Why not? Shit.
Okay, you're gonna be uploading a video about this in the next 2 weeks. Okay. You already know where to drop it, Miss Media. You already know where to drop it. Miss Media is not a man. That's a pure ID woman.
Yeah.
That's a certified woman. Your final thoughts and shout out, Tony.
Man, my final shout out is vote. Everybody, please go vote. Please vote, man. Just go vote, because this is important. This is important, y'all. Trust me, this is very, very important, man. You can catch me tomorrow. Well, you can catch me every weekend, Saturday and Sunday at KCCR Radio Cityscape, the Brownstone, man. Eye of the Storm from 7 to 9 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday night, man. I'm giving the ATL the Chi-Town old school flavor. You feel what I'm saying? So that's every Saturday and Sunday, KCCR Radio Cityscape, the Brownstone, Eye of the Storm.
And drop that link in the chat and drop it up on the comment on the video, so I go share it, because I shared it last time. I don't know how many people showed up, but hey, go support Tony. Should support Sniper. You knew Nate the Great, Armando, and I like to thank the people that came out. I don't care who you vote for, just vote, because a lot of people die. Hey, yeah, I'm not here to tell people who to vote for. I'm not trying to convince people who to vote for.
I just want you to vote.
Yeah, and this is what I want to say right here on that subject right here. You pay attention to who's running for office. I don't care, federal, state, city, or county, no matter. Just look at what's in that and that is in words at the bottom of that ballot that they try to put into law and on the agenda. Read that. That's more important than the people at the top of that ballot. That's all I got to say.
Amen.
And like I said, some people got to start doing this thing right here. What I always say. You already know what I always say, right, Tony? Love and respect yourself. Because when you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. You can see through all the BS. And self-love is what kind of love? It's the best love of all.
Of all, man.
Because if you can't love yourself like you're supposed to love yourself, who's gonna love you like that?
Can't nobody love me better than me.
Peace for Armando that came up, Tony Williams, Nate the Great, you knew, and Sniper. I'm your host, D-Prez. We are out. Peace. Love y'all. Thank you for the support.